Welcome back to the Old Stream Farm expansion for the beginning of series number 3. This is episode 21, and we are picking right back up where we left off. So, if you have not seen episode 20 or maybe the series 2 Supercut, definitely go check that out. We have grass that needs to be mown. We've got straw that needs to be picked up, and well, we got a couple other goodies as well, so why don't we just jump right in? To avoid running a baler and then mowing and then baling again or doing everything all at once, I think we're going to start off with baling up some of the straw that we've got. This seems like a good starting position for us today. And to be honest with you guys, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've actually recorded this series, so coming through here, I had to go back and rewatch my last episode just so I can remember what we did. Let's take a look at this. Let's double check, make sure we're on 150 centimeter round bales. We are, and that means we can turn this bad boy on and get to work. Now, it's not a massive field. It is good enough, though, so it is going to take a little bit of time to get all of this up. But, hey, it's a good thing to have extra straw, for sure. First bale is out, and we are already making a whole bunch of straw bales, dude. All right, so this is going to be a bunch. This is going to be a big old field. I would also like to expand a little bit. I know we've got massive grass fields everywhere, but we only have one actual crop field. We do have some money now, so maybe we can expand this out maybe a little bit further. We do need to double check and see. I know I mentioned in previous episodes that it would be nice to find more fields. We may even have to create our own. First pass around is done, and we have already made, I believe it's five bales. And we're getting ready to pop out number 6 right here. Plus, these things are massive, 25,000 liters each. It ain't bad. At the end of the big field up here, we have made a total of 15 bales. Not too bad. We've got a little bit more to do. We've got one more small field down at the bottom, and then we'll be actually all done with this part. The next part's gonna be fun though. We get to go mowing. Last bale is out. DjGoHam. Now, that is done. I'm not going to pick these up yet. There's just, well, no reason to do that. We'll pick all the bales up together. We made 18 bales. 18 times 25,000. That's how many liters we got. That's a whole bunch. I'm just going to leave this here for now because the next part is going to be fun. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. I'm fairly positive that that header is the one for swathing, which I do not want. I want the mowing head, which hopefully will be this one right here. Got it. And we're gonna start right up here. We're gonna hit them all. Now this is gonna be just like before. Some stuff's going to be silage, some stuff will be hay, and some things, well, won't be either. They'll be grass. Taking a look, we do already have hay left over, so we're gonna be making probably more silage, I would assume, than not. So let's continue along through that. This whole field right here, this big field, this can be whatever we want it to be. It's probably going to be silage because the sheep are fine right now. So we're not going to worry about those guys. These guys, they're A-okay. They've got enough food for the next year. We don't need to bother them. However, the rest of this stuff we need to figure out. Man, we're starting to own quite a bit of the map at this point. We need to figure out who's getting silage and who's getting hay. Because we need more silage than hay, what I'm thinking is that we run this whole field up here with silage, 11, 13, and then this chunk right here silage as well, and then run hay in 7, 8, 14, 15, 16. It's going to be a lot of silage, but we need it. So let's get to work because this is going to be a silage field. We know that we can run this piece of equipment and mow it up. Now, we have done this previously, so I'm not going to walk you through on how or why I use this particular mower to do the things that I do. I absolutely love this mower, and I'm not quite sure I've found anything in Farming Simulator that I enjoy mowing with more. This thing just rocks. Plus, with Farming Simulator 25 on the horizon and swathing being a base game feature, well, at least if you get Mac done. If you don't get Mac done, you have to wait on mods to be able to swath. It is kind of nice. Although, we do know that with Farm Sim 25, you're not going to be able to swath with this header with grass. This is a feature that is purely just for Farm Sim 22. Although I really hope that BC Bueller Farms comes back and and adds this, because I really like cutting grass with this header. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of helper stuff right here. I cannot wait for GPS. I gotta be honest with you guys, that is gonna be awesome. But at least for now, we don't have that. So I'm trying to do stuff a little bit more efficiently, at least this time around. So that is my game plan here, is to line this up and just rock and roll and go for it. However, in between both of these fields, we have a road, which I've recently decided that we may get rid of because it's problematic for me for this setup. Look at this, look at this, look at this. The worker just stops, like he doesn't even want to do it. So then I have to come down in here, start him again, and then go for it. Then he finishes this field. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm starting to think that possibly doing things the way that I have here was the wrong decision, because it is taking forever. It really, really, truly is. Oh yeah, we've got all that stuff in the middle. I've ignored it. I really have. Drop this down and hire worker. There we go. And that'll be it for this field, which took way too long, way longer than it should have. It was fun though. We did have a good time. I didn't really have to do anything, just kind of hung around. It's like GPS for idiots, but nothing close to it. Just so we're clear, I'm the idiot. As if there was confusion. Another field down, and we're good. All right, so now who's next? I guess our really big field over behind the sheep is probably next, because the rest of the stuff's gonna have to be done with a separate header, because that's what makes the hay. You know, there's a lot of benefits to using a piece of equipment like this whenever you're mowing. However, speed is definitely not one of those. And time to rock and roll. All right, so this field not gonna take too long. Actually, most of these fields don't take too long. That's why we have a bunch of them, because none of them are massive. And there it is. I tried to use the worker again with this one. I have not learned my lesson, but it worked okay. So that's all the fields that we're gonna be running silage on. Now everything else is going to be hay, which should take up, I don't know, it's probably about the same. I think we'll get a little bit more silage though. Got the mower on, got that conditioner rocking, and we are good to go. Now this takes a little bit longer to do. It's about half the width. I think it's like 4 meters something instead of 9. But it does the hay for us, which is nice. One down and a couple more to go. We've got the little itty bitty field at the top. I'm gonna hit that one first, and then we'll come through and hit this big field, and I think we're done then, yeah. Well, at least with this part. And we're almost done. Here we go. Rock and roll. The only thing I didn't like about this is that, yes, it's a tedder, but it also pulls things in from the outside areas. And it makes it a little bit difficult. So some of the areas look nice and some, well, don't. Is it my fault? Yeah. But hey, the good thing is we are now done with all of our field work, at least for now. We need to bale up the silage. We need to bale up the hay. And then we're going to bring everything over, make sure we've got enough, and then probably make some TMR, because we're going to need it. Back in the baler, I think I may actually start with the hay this time around. So let's do that. Drop it down, turn it on, and rock and roll. Because this does pick up extra areas, I am going to turn on that working area there, just so I can see what's going on. This is the quick bale. Absolutely love it, and it's just one of the best. Oh yeah, and the shadows and stuff, there was a mod that recently came out when I'm recording this that allows for shadows and stuff all around the equipment. It's like, it's not ray tracing, far from it. But, you know, kind of cool. First one is down. Let's see, it says we've made 3 bales. We actually made 5 bales. I forgot to reset the bale counter. That's on me. So, not too bad there. Again, still out of 5 bales. That is, what did I say, 5? Yeah, 5 bales. But times 25,000, I don't know, I'm not allowed to do math. It's 125, I know that. I just, math, you know? I'm not allowed to do it. And lastly, let's run around and hit the big field. Wha-bam! Oh yeah, I already got some hay coming out. Also, you probably noticed that I'm going a little bit faster than I usually do. It's because for series number 3, I have turned it up to the max. So we're going full speed on everything that I can go full speed on. Gotta love that real speed limit mod. Yay! All done. So we made 13 hay bales total. But we do have plenty of other hay bales still, so that is good. Next is going to be silage bales. These don't really take too long, so that makes everything nice and easy. Pretty sure I started right here. I think I did. Drop it down, turn it on. And we go. Picking up the grass and turning them into silage. Now, I will say this. Looking back, I probably should have not sold all of the silage bales that we made at one time. Because we don't have any more. Yeah, I mean, we're able to keep up, I guess. But I'm not sure I want to sell anything like that again. We've got a lot of grass fields for a reason. I don't want to sell any more of our silage, hay, or straw. I want to save as much of it as possible. And I don't even care if I fill that barn up over there. We'll get another one. I am loving this, though. Yeah, oh yeah. We got a bunch of silage bales coming out now. Tell you what, these silage bales are popping out like crazy. There's so many of them. We're making so many bales. Now over to the areas where we went around these towers. Let's see. Oh yeah, wasn't too bad. I guess we can just kind of run around them twice. I decided to go straight through on the first pass, but yeah, I mean, this is okay, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. Let's see, can I get both? Hey, got both. All right. And then get this little spot here. Oh, bam. Got it. Cool. Tell you what, this mod makes picking up bales so much easier. Oh, I love it. Making bales, not picking them up. And the last bale is coming out. So it said that we've made 36. So total we made 38 hay and silage bales. But I forgot the number that I said. So yeah. So there's that. Last step is to take our bale trailer and pick up every single bale, no matter where it is from. And there's a whole bunch everywhere. So I'm going to start with the furthest away field right over here. And then we'll go from there. Actually, I'm going to... Oh, I thought there was a little jump. Maybe not. All right, let's pick these bales up. Go, go, go. Got it. That is not where that goes. What? There we go. All right. Every once in a while, when you've got a bale trailer, it decides to default to wherever you unloaded them. And that's what this one did. Jumping over and picking up straw bales now. Again, they're all going to the same place, and it kind of organizes everything for us inside that. So I don't really have to do this in order, although I probably should. First set of bales is going in and ready to go. 3, 2, 1. Boop. Just like so. I love that it organizes everything. It's so nice. Still picking stuff up over here, and just for fun, I want to get some silage bales on there too. So we have hay, straw, and silage all in one. Yeah. More bales going in. Yay. Hey. I do love that. That animation's so cool. All right, I think this is it. I think we've now got all of the bales that we needed to pick them up. And we'll put them in here and see what our final take is. I'll be very interested to see what our final numbers are, even though I'm sure I could do the math and find out. Okay, so we have got, as far as straw goes, because we have different straw bales for some reason, 33 straw bales. We have 25 silage and 21 hay. Multiply those by 25,000. That's our literage. And I think we're good there. Yeah. All right. So we've got enough now to make extra feed, which we will definitely need to be doing. And everybody's good. Everybody's good, man. So then it is fertilizer time. We need to put down some fertilizer on all of these fields. Literally every single field that we own needs to be fertilized. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm just going to go over and start with the smallest field. See if we can boom out a little bit. There we go. That'll do it. Yeah. Enable my fast farm mod and go. This is going to be the first set down, and then seed's going to go on top of that. But we also need to start planting our other crop fields. We need to go around, see if we can find a spot, maybe buy 3 or 4 fields, plow up the areas around it, make sure that we can get a seeder and a baler and bale trailer and a combine harvester at that. We need to make sure that we can get those pieces of equipment anywhere we need to go. And then once we found that, maybe get a little bit of work done on those fields. A couple of fields are already done. See if we can swap over to fertilized. Here we go. Oh, you mean needs rolling. Get rid of that. So everything in dark, that is going to be our grass fields because, well, it's kind of nice. You only have to fertilize those once and they're good to go. But everything else, actually everything else is good. Yeah, we just need to hit these last few grass fields and we're done. So I've got it. Obviously, we had this big area right up here in the little bitty field number 2. But right just southwest of our area is an area with, well, it says farmland number 1, but it's not. This, all of the extra stuff is farmland number 1. But this whole area right through here can be switched up just a little bit, but it can be. So you could buy all of these plots of land and then kind of level it out a little bit and plow it up. So I think maybe that's what we do here. I don't know, nor do I think we have enough money for all of this, but I'm going to try and buy this stuff and just see what we can get away with. Let's see, there's 43. Ooh, that one's 77, 57. Ooh, I have 48,392, and I need 49,896. Well, you know what? Whatever. Let's jump in here. We've got a... Do we have an extra header for this somewhere, or is it literally just this header? What do we have? No, we don't. It is just a singular header. So, okay. We're taking this guy right across the waterway. Check that out. So I figured this would actually be perfect because there's a bridge right over here, which basically all of our equipment can get across. It is close, and all the areas can be done. We can also cut down all those trees and we can sell the wood, so we'll get a little bit of money from that. I mean, this is like the perfect spot. Oh, I probably should have looked to see what's in here. So we have soybeans, couple canola, wheat. There's also wheat in field 40, which we will buy, and then oats in 37. So that should be at least good enough to get started. We'll take all of the crops and sell them, minus the wheat, which I think we should probably go give to our, what do you call those things? Chickens, yeah! Give them to the chickens, baby, let's go. Oh, yeah, and I also have the extended straw crop mod installed, so we will actually be able to get straw off of all of these fields, I think. Soybeans, I'm not quite sure, I can't remember. So the idea here is, as I mentioned, to take all this area and chop it up. It is bigger than our other areas, however, it's not gonna be worker friendly, so we are gonna have to babysit this area. But it's, like I said, it's the closest that we can get. It's got stuff that can be harvested on it, so we're more or less flipping the field, but we own it. Yeah, it's doable. I think this was the best option. Hey, if you think there's a better option, let me know. Yeah, I tell you, these fields are a little bit more difficult to harvest than I was expecting. A little bit small, but that's all right. There we go, knock that out, and we are done with this one. We still got a little bit more to go, so that is field 36. Now we need to make our way down to field 39, right on the other side. Certainly does make it easy when you could just jump on the road and head to the next field. Let's see, we got that bar in the way, so I don't actually know where to start this field. I guess we'll just cut in an angle right here and then go from there. There we go, that'll do it. Yeah, right at the end now, and there it is, 17,000 liters of canola. Not too bad, right? Yeah, not bad at all. Go get a truck. I do love this truck a whole lot. All right, time to dump it in and see what we've got. Well, I mean, I know what we've got. We've got, 17,000 liters. The thing is, where are we taking said canola to sell? Well, like always, looks like the train wins. How's about oats? Same thing here? Same story with oats. And I'm guessing our soybeans are the same? Yep. All right, well, going to the train station. What's the quickest way from here? So it turns out there is another train station. Actually, there's like 3 or 4 on this map. Oh, that was it down here, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yay! Please tell me there's a grain elevator down here. Ouch. Now we gotta head back up to the main road, which I kind of snuck in through the woods here. If we can get back up in here. Yeah, a little off-roading. You know the big old boy on the GMC likes to off-road. That's what I'm talking about. Come through here. We've got our pathway, which will lead out to the main road, which is here. And we've got a train station basically at both ends of this road. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the one down here because it is the closest, well, at least straightest on. I have to go through like 3 different roads on the other side. This one road. So we can max out the speed on this thing at 74, 75 miles an hour. And right there it is in front of us. The grain elevator. That's a grain mill. There's a grain elevator. Is there not one over here either? Turns out the other one is way up here. So yeah, we gotta take it over there, but we are about closest over here. This has just turned into a big mess, is what it's done. Is this why nobody likes selling at the train? Because it takes forever to get over here? Maybe that's why, who knows? All right, let's dump this, and then we're gonna head back. We've got a couple more fields to harvest, and then it'll be a good time to sell everything. And now, for some reason, we also have enough money to buy this, I think because time's kind of going through a little bit, so we can buy that. Yay! All right! It is nice having a couple production chains, I'll give you that much. So I think that's probably a good place to call it for today. We've obviously got a lot more to do. We've got all of these, well, trees that are going to be in the way, but this is going to be a massive project. There's a lot to harvest here, trying to come through and do this. I don't know if first person's the best way to do this. Everything's so close to the trees. I'm hitting everything. I'm trying my best, and these fields are so close. Oh, come on. We have got quite a few fields that need to be harvested still on our new plot of land. And, well, if you don't remember buying a new plot of land, make sure you go back and check out the previous episode. We've purchased a massive area right above, or say right below, the main farm. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the straw out of that combine right through there. There we go. And we'll show you where we got. So this whole area, we bought the whole thing. So we could buy the outside of the map right there as well, but I really don't want to mess with that. That's just going to cause me trouble. So let's not do that. But we do own all of these. Now the game plan, because you can see we have trees in the way and kind of everything. There's a lot in the way. There's even power lines through here. We are going to have to go through, figure out the power line situation and if it's going to be a problem. We also need to take all the trees, cut them down, and then plow up the entire area to turn into one big field. The game plan for this area is not grass. Everything else has kind of turned to grass. This area, this is, well, I'm planning anyway, to turn this into a big crop area so that we can actually have more than one field to run our crops. The only problem with that, and there is a problem, the only problem here is going to be that it's not worker friendly. Not by a long shot. So I can't just hire a worker and then go do stuff. So it may turn into a grass field. Who knows? I know it's not going to be. At the end of the last one, we did come through here and we were able to harvest both of the canola fields. This is the oat field right here. And then lastly is going to be the wheat fields. Oh yeah, we have a soybean field as well. There's only one of them in here. So we'll do the soybean field after we do this one because those will be the only crops that are being sold. We did deliver stuff to the train, but we haven't sold it yet. Train's got a couple different areas on it, so the game plan is to load up everything at once, so we only have to do one train sale and not like 3 or 4. And now we have finished yet another field 37. There's some little spots here and there. Please ignore those. I tried. I really did. Delivery number 2. Here we go. So we had 11,000 liters of oats. Not quite as much as we had off of the canola, although we had 2 fields of canola and only 1 here. Now, I don't know what we're going to be planting in there. We'll probably have to put that off of whatever we plant in the big field. Maybe we do the same thing, something like that. I'm not quite sure. The crops are usually how we're making our money, other than with cow milk and wool. Wow, what did I hit back there? Anyway, it's also very easy to get back to the main area. At the end of the last one, I had a really difficult time trying to get where I wanted to go. Look at this. Look at this, just like that. And then straight ahead is the field that we were in. How did I mess this up so bad before? Yay! Ha-ha! And then there's a field. Where's our soybean field? Is it like right over here? Nope, that's not it. Oh, it's right here. Sweet. Soybeans, yeah! So these do well. They make a whole lot of money. Oh, they do have straw. At least with the extended straw crops mod. But you don't get a whole lot of them. That's only 350 liters right there. Ooh, did you see the game lag just a little bit there? How's about we save our progress? Yeah. Only a little bit nervous. Yeesh. Soybean field is done. Let's kind of line up all the straw there. Perfect. 6,600 liters. Not bad. It's $7,000 a 1,000 liters. Oh, let's get a little 1, 2, hey, oh, bam. Yeah. It's going to be the last game that we do jumps over straw because straw compresses in Farm Sim 25. Kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Okay, so this is our last delivery over to the mill. Mill? Grain mill? No. What is this place? Train mill. Yeah, train mill. Drop that off there. Probably should have rented the train before doing that, but that is what it is. We'll come around here, park that, and we'll rent the train. Tell you what, I've actually enjoyed using the train for most things. Rent train for $500 per hour-ish. All right, it's 1.9 kilometers away. Let's see if we can find it. Ah, there it is. And here it comes. The train has arrived. Let's see if we can jump on this thing. Can we do it? Nope, because it's not here yet. Gotta wait for the person inside to disappear. There we go. Now it's our train. Yeah. All right, coming around. Let's open up and start filling. Well, I thought I opened up the cover. There it is. The cover was closed. Oops, my bad. All right, oats going in. Perfect. Next is canola. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Perfect. And lastly, the soybeans. Perfect. Now all we got to do is hit it and let it go sell. Oh, there is another grain mill. Where in the world is this grain mill? Oh, yeah. Never mind. It's literally right where I remembered it being. So, yeah, nice. All right. And in 3, 2, 1, we'll find out what we're going to get. Yes. Sell the stuff. 169,000. Nice. And so now we are back. We've got 2 more fields of wheat to harvest. Where is our combine harvester? Where you at? There it is. Yeah. Drop it down, turn it on, and get to work. So 2 fields of wheat. And as I mentioned, the wheat fields will be used for the chickens. Though I really don't wanna. It saves me from having to go buy some. Even though, I will say this much, it is cheaper to sell the wheat and then go buy the chicken feed. That's all I'm saying. First field is done, and we got 1 more, which I think is this way, I think. I hope. Oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, it's a weird-shaped field. Takes up a lot of space. It's very deceiving. By field, I mean all of these fields combined. I consider it one. And there it is. Everything on this area right here has been harvested. The only thing is I don't quite know what's going on. We have crop destruction in the stubble on wheat, but not on any of the other crops. See, we did wheat on the last harvest. And there's stubble destruction. Is it just that crop? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, let's dump this in here. I have decided what I'm going to do with this. We're going to take this up to our little area right about here. We're going to sell all that wheat, and then we're going to buy back the same amount of wheat. The reason being is this. So it sells for like $2,100, right? Well, we could buy it for $442 per 1,000 liters. Therefore, that makes so much more sense. It's cheaper, and we make more money back. Yay! All right, let's see if we make up for it here. So let's dump out what we've got, 21,000 liters, okay? Not bad, 46 grand, cool. And now we're going to buy 21,000 liters of, oh boy, I should have started at the beginning, huh? All right, there's wheat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there we go. Actually, I bought a little bit more than I wanted to. 9,000. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, I poured it in here, didn't I? Oh, I should have brought my other trailer up here. Unless I can dump this over there. I don't think I can. I think I need an auger to go in there or a bucket or something. If this lets me dump this, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, thank goodness. Unless I have to open it. I don't know, let's find out. No! Don't do that. There we go, open that. Aha! Aww, that works. Boo! I've always used to... That sucks. My life's ruined. Farm Sim 19 and 22's been a sham. All right, let's keep it going. The next step is going to be to bale up all of the straw off of all of those fields. It's like, what, 5, 6, 7 fields? Something like that? It was a ridiculous amount of fields. 6 fields. Yeah. So just like always, we're making 150 centimeter round bales. Let's turn it on, drop it down, and we'll turn on our light so we can see where we're going, although I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up 2 full passes with these. Maybe. Well, it's doing it, so that's pretty good. I'm also going to try and kind of follow along the edges of all the fields, so hopefully we're good there. I will say this, I am just banking on missing a bale. I don't know, what are we going to make, like 10 bales? Oh, we missed a little bit of straw. Back it up. We'll probably make, I don't know, 10 or 11 bales, somewhere around there. Maybe not that many, but I feel like we will. But I think the biggest thing is going to be missing bales in, like, the woods or something. Like, if something gets out and just kind of rolls away. I'm so terrified that I'm going to lose one. And we're not losing that one, are we? And the last straw bale is coming out. There it is. Sweet. I have the count there. It says 49, but I didn't make 49 bales. I made 51 over the last 2 episodes. And I have no idea how many this is. But we're going to go grab a trailer and we'll pick them up, nonetheless. 13 bales. Not a bad haul, especially off the fields that we just purchased. Plus, we made, what was it, $200,000 off of the crops that we sold from everything? It was like 169 and this and that. I mean, not bad, right? Not bad at all. All right, let's dump the rest of these straw bales in. Filling them up. We are doing good. Bale count, check. So we've got 21 hay bales. We got 45 straw bales, actually 46 straw bales now, and 25 silage. Not bad at all. And like I said, we are never selling bales again. Those are mine. Now that we've done all the work we needed to do in the fields, let's get busy just ripping this place apart. So trees are going to be the first thing to go. After that, we're going to be plowing up all of the field areas around into one and possibly extending some areas like right here at the road. I think we could probably get that a little bit closer. One other thing I'm going to do with this area, well, we should probably save the game before we do anything. There we go, that'll work. Let's turn off the tractor, come into here, and these areas right here, I'm gonna plant painting this one with the grass. That's the one I'm gonna put down. Wow, I don't know what happened there, but here we are. We're going to be taking all the areas in between these fields, so where the trees are, where the bushes are, stuff like that. Honestly, I really hate getting rid of this and like all the stuff over here because it looks really good, but it's taking up prime real estate for farming, baby. Let's go. So we'll rabble. Put all this down. This way, whenever we come through and we start deleting trees, we know where all the stumps are, and it's going to be a whole lot easier to cut these down. So we'll do this to, quite literally, this entire area. Now that all that is done, we could cut down some trees, and to do that, I need a chainsaw, which I don't, well, I don't actually have one of those. I keep selling it because I'm like, I don't need it. I need it. I wonder if it would make all of the traffic mad if I cut down these trees and cut them towards the road instead of away from the road, like I'm trying to do. That would be pretty darn funny. If you're curious, I'm using Instant Cut, which is a mod that Yoast gave me back when I was doing Silver Run Forest, which has turned out to be very, very helpful. I'm going to cut these trees down, and then we'll come back through, and we are going to salvage said trees, and we are going to save them? Sell them. I knew it was an S word. I just didn't remember which one it was. It's been a day, let me tell you what. A lot of trees all the way down already. Man, oh man. Deforestation on Old Stream. Again, you can definitely tell where I've been because I've cut all the trees down in the places that I have gone. So let's enable the, actually, oh yeah, there's a mod that I use that allows me to go down into the map kind of like this. That is the player action camera. I can't remember who made it. Was it Wobster? Somebody like that made it. Anyway, it's a great mod. It's PC only, which is unfortunate. However, it does allow you to kind of go down into the map. It's also the one that I used to get under the map, or at least view under the map. So, hey, if you're on PC, I definitely recommend getting that. This is going to be a difficult tree to cut. Wonder if there's an area underground that I can cut. Not quite. Not quite. Maybe something above ground? It's just an annoying tree, isn't it? This is going to be tough. Yep, there it is. I'm pretty sure all the trees that we needed to cut are cut. There's quite a few larger trees in here, and I've left the entire area where the tower is. I've left it alone, though there are other areas with towers, like these, for example, which are solid as a rock. So we may have to figure something out in the middle of the field for that. And we'll place one of these down. Yosemani's mobile wood selling point, which is probably one of the best sell points ever. I'm going to turn off my delete inputs thing there because... Oh, I've lost it. Can I pick this back up, please? Yeah! So we run around with this in the right hand, and we press down on the left stick, selling all the wood. Ha-ha! And we're getting some decent cash from it as well. Man, look at the money go up just from, like, wood. All right, fine. If you don't want to be upright, we'll carry this thing upside down if we have to. So this is another good way to make money, especially if you have come through and like cut trees down. Man, I'm going way too fast. Do I have speed on? I do. Sorry about that. I had ×3 walk speed turned on. That is not what you want to have running around with a handheld. So it looks like all those trees have been picked up. Yep. And we'll come around here. Boom, boom. Run to the next one. Boom. Run to the next ones. And sell them all. Hey, we're making like 50 grand off of logs. This is pretty okay with me. One of my favorite buttons, remove stumps. Yes, please. So there we go. So all the stumps is now gone, and we don't have to worry about none of them. So we'll grab this guy. I'm going to walk around, see if there's any little pieces of wood that manage to hang around. I think they sell for like $1 or $2, something like that. It's nothing crazy, but hey, it's something. Oh yeah, and there's there's some deer up here. I haven't seen deer in this area before. Granted, this was all wooded area, so yeah, maybe they were there. All that is now done, so now we get to have fun with this, and boy, oh boy, am I excited or what? We are going to have a great time with this. It's going to be so much fun. I think one thing that I might do is set all of these fields to plowed, just so I can see everything down below them. That's not going to work. I need to get rid of that. Where's the chainsaw? There it is. I think I'm going to run around and set all of these fields to plowed just so I could see what is good. As a matter of fact, I may set all of these fields to cultivated because that'll allow me to drive through them a little bit easier. Nah, you're right. I can hear you guys. I can hear you. Let's go with plowed. Where is it? Sown, rolled seedbed, plowed. There it is. Ground layer, none. All of this being none is good. We'll check it. Field 35, plowed. Perfect. Going to the next field. Set field ground, 36, plowed. Good. Next one. I think this is 37 or 38 or something. Whatever it is, it's good. Moving on. So I'm going to do that to all these just so we can see what we've done and what we haven't done. Just makes things easier. Still got to do all the work, though. And so now let's show you why all of that's done and how easy it is to come through afterwards. Because all of this is a plow texture now, so I know what's done, what hasn't been done. I don't know. For me, it just makes it easier. I like doing it this way. And we also are going to have to go through and set some of this to, well, we're going to have to smooth some of it out. I'm going to do my best not to do any groundwork until we've finished doing all of this. That way, I know where the field is going to be, where it's not going to be, and all that good stuff. But I am going to try and get a little bit closer to the road over here. Yeah. Road? That is water. Good job, DJ. On the back side of the property now, right out where the pathway from the woods came out. And I'm just going to go straight across. Just like that. Looking good, looking good. Try and hit a little bit of this and then curve it out. I think Black Sheep Mining did a good job of getting close enough to that pole right there, so I'm not going to mess with it, but I am going to come around the other side and just get a little bit closer to the road. We'll leave that area open there and get back to it. And I don't think there's any more things around the outside of this field that are going to cause me any issues. So we're going to keep rocking, keep rolling, plow all the way around there. Love how the birds just pop up on the road, like they do. Now you can get a good sense of all the area around the outside that we've got going on there, which I don't know if it's bigger than 3, 4, and 5 or not, but it's definitely taking up a lot of space. Once we get this smoothed out, or at least kind of smoothed a little bit, probably not going to do too much with it, but enough, right? Once we get all that done, this is going to be a really nice field. And here we go. This is the very end of it. Didn't actually take too long. Everything was kind of packed in really closely. So boom, got it. Fold it up. Go and disable the plowing function while we've got it. And we're good. I'm going to keep it close by just in case, because I might mess something up here or there. That's what I decided to do with that, and then, well, I kind of forgot about the one down at the bottom, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot right there. Let's maybe go park this over here across the way. Perfect. All right, save the game and let's get in there and smooth everything out. Now all there is left to do is to take the smoothening function and, well, hit the field. This area right here is going to be a little difficult just because of that dip. For some reason, it doesn't bring things up. It just takes everything down, which is quite irritating. Hopefully it changes for Farming Simulator 25. It goes back to the way things were in 19. I liked that build mode better. I'm nostalgic. Leave me alone. All right, so I'm just going to go through this and just kind of bring some of these high areas down, some of the low areas low, and whatever, and bring everything just nice and smooth so it feels like one field and not like a bunch of fields that I plowed together. So I'm coming through here and I've basically got everything smooth out the way that I want it, except for this area. It's super high up here. So I think what I may end up doing is actually creating a natural area right here. I think that's going to be the plan here. So I'm going to jump into painting. We're going to find our, there we go, our grass. And we're going to find, that might be a little bit too much, but I think it's going to work. I think that'll work out fine for us. Then we will take our meadow grass here and we'll paint that in because they did have some grass inside of their natural areas that they had on the map. So we'll do that and then maybe go back into painting. Let's see if we can find maybe some stuff for the woods. Actually, I don't think there's any in there. Nope, I see nothing. Maybe it's in trees? Nah. Funny enough, short grass actually did the trick there. And then we jump into trees and we'll find a couple that will work good in this area. Like that here. And then maybe one or two of these guys. That'll work. Perfect. And then for fun, there. Maybe a couple bushes and that'll be good. Not amazing, but it will work. Power lines going through the trees. Yeah, pretty sure they try and prevent people from doing that, but we embraced it. And to finish it out, I'm going to go through and go ahead and put the first layer of fertilizer down. All of this area, or at least most of it, should only have one layer of fertilizer down. Should probably check that, as a matter of fact. Yeah, only some of it has a little bit of fertilizer on it. So we're going to put this down. It is getting late in the day. We have spent way too much time on the past couple episodes, like 5-6 hours just on the last two. So I'm going to get this done, and then we are going to see you in the next one. I'm not sure if we're going to be putting new crops in the ground in the next episode or if we will wait another day. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. I also don't know if this field's even going to work well for that. It may be better off to be a grass field because there are some areas still that are just a little bit too high, but they, like that one back there, but it was going with the ground and the road, and I had to be careful, otherwise it would just screw it all up. We're still playing on the original, so the new version has not come out at the time of recording, and we are getting some seeding done. Now, there's not a whole, a little bit of fun on three wheels there. We have not done everything yet, so I'm picking up a new seeder since we have so many fields. Let's say so many, two fields. We have 2 fields that need to be done, and we are going to be utilizing these guys. So, very cool, very cool. I went with this because let's see if we can find it. Yes. So the other version is the special edition, the black version. So with the new one, decided to go with a red one, just the normal one. And we are going to be doing soybeans. I don't know if this is something that I said we were going to do in the last one or not, but well, we're doing them now, so get ready. Let's bring it down just a little bit. So a couple of these fields I'm going to have to do on my own. This one that we're at right now, currently, this is one of the ones I'm going to do on my own. Set it at 13 miles an hour. It's not too fast, but it's perfectly speedy enough for me. We'll knock out this bottom field, the small one, then we'll run our headland around our older field, and then we will be able to do our new one. I'm going to bring you guys along for the new field because, well, this is the first time we've done any field work in it. Kind of excited. Almost finished up over here, and I do love this new light mods. This came out not long ago, at least when I'm recording the video, and it just kind of adds the blockages. I don't know other way to say it. The lights don't shine through buildings. So that's that. It's a feature that's coming to base game of Farming Simulator 25. However, it's a mod on PC for the PS or Farm Sim 22 now. It's kind of nice. I don't know. All right, we are done with this. So let's bring them up and hire them up on a worker here. I'm trying to go a little bit faster. I've got it set to 21 miles an hour. Should be fine for us. Now, let's find our big boy right here. Let's get this thing unfolded. Oh, you can turn it on when it's unfolded. That's definitely weird. All right, well, nonetheless, let's forget that happened. Drop it down, turn it on, and let's get moving. I am going to not be able to see spots that I miss, but I'm gonna try. So let's go around and see how this goes about. Over here by the road, or the river, I can always keep trying to call this the road. This area, I'm a bit worried about how smooth it's going to be and how the combine harvester is going to get into here. I don't think it's going to go very well. This also bounces quite a bit. Yes, we're going quickly and we're on plowed ground, so both of those things have a lot to do with it, but it's me. I've been going quickly on plowed ground for years. This is another spot that I'm a bit worried about, the harvester and the seeder both, but that area seemed like it worked perfectly fine, which is good. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Let's see. Maybe go to like 14 miles an hour. This, yeah, that's much more doable. Very, very nice. Here's a spot that I got way too close to this fence over here. If you did miss me making this area, it actually spanned like 2 episodes, going in, harvesting everything from this area, and then turning around and getting the area cleared of trees, plowing up the spots, fertilizing, all of that good stuff. So, hey, if you missed it, definitely go back and check out episodes 21 and 22. Both of those together kind of covered all of this. However, this is the first time that we've been able to actually get our own crops in the ground, and the first time that we're doing this whole big old field over here. I think 6 meters seeder might be pushing it a little bit to be a little bit too small, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I would like to get something a little bit bigger. I mean, our tractor could certainly handle it, this one for sure, but I think having 2 6-meter seeders, yeah, it's going to take a little while, but we can get the job done just fine. One pass fully done. Bam. Oh yeah. So now we can get an idea of the short size of this, which is going to be ridiculous. Up here, they are rocking and rolling, doing good. Little missed spot right there, but we'll hit that no problem. It is getting darker, which is really causing some issues for me. However, it's fine. What I'm going to do is 3 passes around the entire field right here, and then once those 3 passes are done, I'm going to try to hire it on a worker, but I have no idea how I'm going to do that. And we also need more light. I'm sure there's a mod that gives me more light. I'm sure there's something that's got like a weight or something that's got a ton of lights on it. I know we did at Farming Simulator 19, but I've never done that much work at night before or in the evening. You guys could see fine because I boosted the light on here, but my play is a little dark. So it's little areas like this. It's missed this spot whenever I was coming through on the other side. It is very, very bumpy. But, I mean, all we got to do is go sideways. If it won't hit it one way, go the other way. You'll be good. So if you come across that issue on your side, well, it's really easy to fix, which makes things nice and easy. I'm going to come through here and just cut the corner. Yeah, there you go. That's what we call a racing line. And yes, I'm going quite quickly. It seems like the further we get towards the center of the field, the less bumpy it is. And I'm taking advantage of that. And we have finished 3 passes. Awesome. So let's take a look. So over on the main farm, they are rocking and rolling. However, over here, you can see how we have done. Now, I've decided how I'm going to do this with the worker. I'm actually going to hire him up here, and we're going to go back and forth like this, hopefully coming this way. I've tried to pick like the longest edges, and that's the way I want to do that. Plus, I can come right here, and we can do a quick circle around this. I'm going to do maybe 2 circles around it. It's kind of how I do when I'm mowing my own yard. So I'll run 2 passes around 80 trees or anything like that. That way the worker's got enough room to turn around, aka in real life, the worker is me. Still an actual idiot, so, you know, don't give me too much credit. There we go. All right. So we'll haul them up and see how things go. I have my doubts, but hey, it may do well. We're going to set this to 21 miles an hour as well. I don't know if that's going to go smoothly or not, but I'm hoping that the workers do okay. Bring it here, drop it down, hire the worker, and go, baby, go, baby, go. All right. Check it out. Things seem to be going well. Yeah. Shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, we're probably going to run into some problems whenever we get around that centerpiece area, but that should be okay, and there should be enough room here for them to turn around because we did 3 passes. It is going to take forever, but at least I don't have to do it. Now that we got that, let's go ahead and come over here to our other worker. They missed a little bit up here, so we are just going to knock this out on our own. There we go. Perfect. They are also to the point where I think they'll be able to do 1 more pass down here, and that'll be it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this area here. Man, I tell you what, with this brown field, this is so much easier to deal with than that plowed field up there. It's the same time in game. You'd have no way of telling. Really, truly. And a little bit of countdown at 3, 2, 1.5. Yeah, all right. So seeding is done on this field. Now, one thing that we can do is head up to our other field right up here and help them out a little bit. You can see the worker is not stuck, but doing their best right there. We are running 90 degrees and 270 degrees back and forth, so it should be easy to at least figure out. So let's jump over to this road, and we will head up there and give them a hand. Yeah, I don't know how, but like, I don't know. Up here it looks different, same. I'm not quite sure. There we go. Well, we'll line it up nonetheless here about 90 degrees, which should be here-ish. That'll do. 89, that works. And we'll line it up maybe a little bit extra over there, just so we line that. Perfect. And a little bit of go, go, go. Ayo. Is it going to hit the rest of this? I don't actually know. Did it line it up good enough? Hey, we got it. Sweet. All right. So now it'll go back and forth here and there, and we will be good. Now, we are going to have to stop this guy right here because he is, well, not done this exactly right. There we go. We hit that. And then we're going to line them up so that the worker hits the rest of this area up here. And honestly, I don't know what happened, but it does look better. I think because I'm zoomed out, I can actually see everything better. Again, you guys at home can see everything just fine. My monitor's a little bit dark. Sometimes HDR's not good at nighttime. All right, so something that I'm pretty sure is being removed in the next update is this bar down here. This is currently stopping my worker from getting work done. Again, I'm using the player action camera to go under the map, but only a certain amount. What I need to do is actually move this or delete this. So I'm going to try and use the delete objects input, which is not working. So now I'm going to try another button. Chain link fence hide, yes. Well, that worked. All right. So the hide button did the job. Delete inputs, turn that off. Jump back in here. Back it up a little bit. Hide the worker. And we're good. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's great. So again, I use the hide objects mod. I think it's hide objects, hide tools, something like that. It's hide something, and it's available on the mod hub for PC and Mac players. Go download that, hit the H button, and it will delete the stuff. Oh, they're fighting for it, man. They're fighting for it. I thought they were going to run into each other at first. I tell you what, I am digging these little cedars. I say little. I mean, I know they're 6 meters. Was that 18 plus feet in real life? They're not small, and I know we're going quite quickly with them, but it's knocking this out. I mean, this was the way to do it. I wasn't quite sure, but doing it this exact way, running 2 of them, was the way to go. I am going to do this on my own here just for a sec. There we go. Take that, turn it on. Boop-a-doo, hire worker. Nice. And so that worker right there should only have to come down once, and we should be good and done by then. And there they come. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool, man. All right. Should say worker's done. Finished your task. Perfect. So now we can fold up both of these cedars, put them away, and oh, we still have to fertilize, don't we? Great. I will say this, I forgot how much body roll this 800 has. Hey! Oh, it's a lot's what it is. It's a whole lot. Can I flip this? At least down in the field. I don't think I could flip it here. Ooh, let's go here real quick and take a sharp turn. Yeah! Welcome to the channel, everybody. Uh-oh. Oh, I messed up. Crap. I'm an idiot. What am I doing? Just unfold the cedar. That's why they have folding cedars in real life. Okay, I see you. All right, let's get out there and let's put some fertilizer on the ground. We're not going to do liquid this time around. We are going to be doing solid fertilizer. Just throw it on top, let it be fertilized, and be done with it. We do need to turn some lights on. There we go. And we'll just leave the beacon for another day. How about that? I'm going to zoom all the way out just so I can see, and then put our fertilizer down. Something tells me I could go faster than this, and something tells me I was right. Now, we're not going to be able to fertilize everything. A lot of the outside edge of the field is going to just completely be skipped, just because, well, that's where we've plowed up, and usually when you plow up, especially grass areas, they are going to show a little bit of fertilizer down already, being used as like a cover crop or something. I'm still not exactly sure how it works, but tell you what, I know that it works. Hey, there you go. All right, let's hit this field. Perfect. Knocked it out. Now we've got a couple more. We got farmland 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we will be all done with this. Yo, look at the light on the road shining off from where it's being covered up by the plants on the side. I think that's so cool. Again, mod for PC and Mac players right now. However, it will become a base game for Farming Simulator 25. It's just a base game feature, but it's not really even a mod so much as just a feature. It is a thing. But it does blow my mind how it took us this long to figure it out. I will say that. All right. Speaking of, this should not take long. So I'm going to knock this field out real quick with the fertilizer so we can fast forward to the next day in game, which will bring us more money, more milk, and we got to sell a lot of poo, like every day. And there it is. All right, so we are done. Every bit is fertilized. We have done everything that we could possibly do, and I am happy about it. So then, why don't we be happy, put some of these things away, and make our way into the next day. That's going to be November, which is generally when we do our harvesting. However, we didn't have to do that this year. October turned out to be a great time. We expect to see some wool being delivered over to the sheep because that's been a few days now. We've got this little guy here where when the wool drops, delivers it for us. And I'm really going to have to keep an eye out for this thing because I have forgotten a lot about this. So wool shipping, it's got 22 liters in there right now. Distributing just fine. Spinnery is taking wool in, taking fabric out, and selling said fabric. I don't know what it's doing with the flour. Looks like it's doing that. Do we own the bakery? We do not own the bakery. All right, so I'm showing 2 places here. We have bakery, and then we have country bakery. So I want to take a look at that. So we're going to tag regular bakery first. We're going to go take a little flight, find out where that is. Right up here. Oh, it's right here. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Is this place we can buy? Yes, it is. It's close to home. Don't even care. Well, okay, we'll look at the other place. So the other place is Country Bakery. I think it's up that way. Yep, there we go. And it is way, way up here on this like other area that I thought about taking over, but we have not yet. So this is also a bakery that we could purchase. All right. I still think I'm going with the other one though. Yeah, man. All right, let's buy this place and we'll send all of our flour over here. 50,000, not a bad thing at all. Double check our productions. We'll make sure everything is good. Bread, we're going to set that to selling. Cake set to selling, even though, well, we don't do any cakes. I'm just going to take that away. We have no barley, no oats, and no sorghum, so there's no point to keep that going. We are going to set our flour to distributing, though, so that's going to be good. I think that's about it. I believe that's the only thing we've got to do now. We'll be taking more slurry and more manure over to the BGA, $156,000 to upgrade. It's a bit high, but I mean, you know, what are you going to do? Well, happy November, this rainy November. You remember how I said I thought 150,000 was a little bit much? Look at the money right now, $331,000 just overnight. I am a bit curious about this because we made a ton of money. Biogas income in 9 hours, we made 30 grand. Harvest income, we made 28,000. We made $477,000 yesterday. We're averaging 62 grand-ish a day, a little more, a little less, depending on what day it is. We do have some expenses, so wage payments and stuff like that are down. But everything else, I mean, that's pretty high up. Sold products, $7,900. I mean, come on. We're doing great. Yeah, it's a little bit rainy today, but hey, rainy days, you still gotta work. Oh, chase the deer. I'm gonna get you. Whoa. How did that happen? I'm just gonna go this way. Taking a look at our weather, it looks like throughout the rest of the day, the rain is going to go away. As a matter of fact, we have sun coming up here soon. So I think what I'm gonna do is fast forward a little bit of time. I really don't want to have to be running around in the rain. So let's let this storm pass. Now the rest is going to be cleanup. Look at all that poo. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Yo, how much milk do we get? 28,000 liters of milk. That is absolutely fantastic. 62,000 liters of slurry. 30,000 liters of manure. Oh man, we're going to be doubling what's in the BGA. Like, there was, how much? Oh, this worries me. Yeah, there's 145,000 liters in the BGA of slurry still. We are going to get close to maxing that out again, aren't we? I would say let's start with the poo, but how's about we start with the milk first? We've got a whole bunch of milk in here. We got one truck, which I'm real tempted to just buy another one of these so we can run one with milk. I mean, basically make what it costs to have one of these every single day right there. I still don't know which way I want to go. Also, I'm pretty sure that's the front or the back. Yeah, we're gonna spin this around. Don't hit it. Hey, best backwards driver in Farm Sim. Get at me, bro. Mainly clutch. Get at me, clutch. There's that. Loaded up with the milk. 28,000 liters. Goodness gracious. That's a whole bunch. Bring it up to our on-site dairy. Recommend everybody getting themselves one of these. We will unload all of the milk. Take a look at this whenever we're in here. Where is it? Right here. Farm dairy. Just ignore the part where it says cheaty. Turns out we had a little bit left over from yesterday, so we may have to upgrade that. As a matter of fact, we have the disposable income currently, so let's do that. Let's upgrade to level 2. Wow, really? We haven't upgraded this yet? There we go. Upgrade to level 2. Now that should get rid of that quickly. Now for the manure and slurry. What we have been doing is taking the manure in the tipper and slurry in a trailer, which is exactly what we are going to do this time as well. So let's grab this. We will bring it around here. It's about like that. That'll work. And you know what? Turn it off. Where is my telehandler? Yeah, I love this thing so much. This is the modified version. It's on Mod Up, all platforms. And you can customize the colors, which I have done. So we've got the Fink colors out here. If you missed it, I think we bought it, sometime in Series 2, I believe. It's so nice that we were able to do that. Bring it around here, and we'll pick up all this manure. Now, this bucket is modded to hold, I think, 25,000 liters. So that's good. But it's not going to be able to pick it all up, I don't think. Nope. And we get up to about here. Yeah, it just pushes it around. So So we'll dump this in, lift it up, and dump it right inside. And we'll do that one more time with the rest of it. This is what I was talking about with that light mod. You can see the bucket is actually preventing light from going certain places. How cool is that? Ah, it's so awesome. I will say something I haven't mentioned yet was that the modder of that mod, the light mod, did mention that thing where if you don't have a high-end PC or you're running really, really high graphic settings, be extremely careful because it is demanding. I mean, I'm running a 7950X CPU from AMD with 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM and a 4090. So my rig is fine, but your mileage may vary. All right, so let's pick up the slurry, and that'll be the last bit. We'll take and sell it. Man, a lot of slurry, 62,500 liters. These cows are pooing. One thing I do want to talk about real quick. So up here, we still have this road that goes between the two fields, the two grass fields. I've said previously that I want to get rid of this because it makes mowing a lot easier, and I still stand by that. Although we will have to use the other way up here, which is much more difficult and a little bit of a longer way around. Plus, we have to make some real tight turns. Yay! And we don't get to do that. That's so much fun. Maybe way over there. I'm not sure. Maybe on our way back over to the farm, we'll go that way just to kind of see how it works. So first is the manure. We will dump that in, and there is quite a bit in there already still. There's that, and we'll bring the slurry around right here. Start overloading the slurry. Hopefully this takes it all. Oh boy, where is our biogas plants? Down here. Man, that slurry is filling up quick. So it takes the manure and actually utilizes that very quickly. However, the manure, the slurry, not so much. I really want to upgrade it again. We've got the cash for it, and we certainly have slurry coming in. Oh, I just don't want to spend that much money right now. All right, well, nonetheless, we do have the digestate here, which we are going to take to our little farmer's market right around the corner and sell. I'm still so pumped that I was able to put one of these little sell points up here. Makes it so much easier. All we got to do is come up into here, not run over anything, and the trigger is nice and large. So there we go. Got rid of that. $13,000. More money for the pocket. So now, real quick, I want to see if I go this way, how much more difficult is it to get over to our main farm? It does look like we have to keep going this way. Yep. We do have our new field right here on the right-hand side, so that is all of that. It looks like we were able to hit everything, or at least most parts. Still need to do some smoothing, but it's going to be a chore. It's certainly a task, that's for sure. So we're going to have to come all the way down here or go back the other way. So this is going to take a while. Option number 2. So we've got the BGA there on our right. Coming up here, this is our sell point right there on the left. We have to keep going past that driveway right there, which will be blocked up. Oh, I missed the turn. Yikes. Can we turn around right here? Probably, right? Oh yeah, best backwards and partial forwards driver in Farm Sim. So the road that we want is right here. Super tight. Oh, this is a one-way street, isn't it? Sure is. We're going the wrong way too. And we have to turn in here just like that and get through that little fence. So that's the other way to the BGA. Still a little tight. If we're going to do that, we might want to invest in something that makes turns a little bit better. Today, we have some chores to do. So the cattle have gone through about 350-ish thousand liters overnight of food. So we definitely need to get them fed up. And then after that, well, we're actually kind of chilled out. We can fast forward a few days, and we may even find ourselves in spring by the end of it all. Hopefully March comes around quickly so that we can get some more grass for our sheep, because currently they are running down. Now, if we jump in and take a look at the sheep real quick, they are taking in 12,000 liters of food and 222,000 liters a year. So supposedly we have enough for the next year. However, that does change from season to season, so well, we'll see. So then, step 1, jumping into our Fendt 820. Again, absolutely love this thing. The only thing I don't like is that it's a little bit, a little movie. Moves a lot. Rocking and rolling with the Keenan Fiber 365, my favorite feed mixer from the past few farming simulator games. Really, truly is. I love this thing. Let's open it up. Let's go and turn the mixer on so that when we start putting stuff in there, we are good to go. Holds 1 million liters, so we need to figure out the number of bales that we need to pop out so that we can get the perfect mixture. So what I want to do is a 350, 350, 300 split, because we do have a little bit of an overlap. We could do 33% of hay, grass, and hay, straw, and silage, but we're not going to do that. Maybe 350,000, 350,000, and then end it out with 300,000. So let's see if we've got enough for those bales. So we're going to need 14 silage, 14 hay, and then we'll finish it up with 12 straw. So let's do that. Let's find ourselves some silage, get 14 of these guys out of there. Boom. That should be good. We're going to be using the Farson again. Absolutely loving this thing. Plus, because it's front loader, I can use front loader tools in a telehandler form. Oh yeah, I'm not using that. Where's the loader at? Is that it? Yeah, there it is. This thing right here. Let's see if we can boom out just a little bit. Maybe kick it off to the left just a hair. There we go. Bring it back in. If you missed the last time with me using this thing, you can actually grab a hold of bales. So we can grab 4 of these at a time and just drop them in. Let's see. X is grab bales, with the exception that you have to be holding the bales to grab them. So check this out. We'll come over here. We'll just kind of line this up with the bottom 2. About like that. That'll be perfectly fine. Plus we need a lip at the bottom so that we can unload these. And that's it. Lift them up a little bit and come around. Now, if you're curious where I've gotten this bale grab from, it is, if I remember correctly, from the Straw Harvest Pack. So if you guys have that downloaded, well, that's where you're going to get this grab. It's one of the best ones that I found. Let's drop the bales, and it'll drop right in there, and they should get used pretty quickly because I've modified the trailers. Matter of fact, somebody actually sent me a trailer, which I still need to get installed into this game save. So let's go ahead and get the rest of these silage bales done. Got a couple bales beside each other now. Let's see if they all line up. Hey, they do! Oh, that's gonna be so awesome. All right, so I got all the way through, all the way to the last line of silage. I was like, I'm gonna waste time if I don't double up on this. Well, if we have a single amount and we're doing equals amount of hay and silage, I knew that I was gonna have a little bit extra. So there we go. Boom, boom, boom. It's too easy. It's way too easy. All right, let's get this up into there. One of the nice things as well, because we've got our help window opened up, we can, there we go, drop all those in there. We can actually watch how that mixture is being used before we even jump back into the tractor. Super nice. And lastly, we got a couple silage bales to toss in here, and then we're all good. Now, you probably have noticed that I do not use silage additive with any of my stuff, or silage additive, or mineral feed, any of that. I don't know. Does it actually work? Pretty sure some people did some stuff or some testing back at the beginning of Farm Sim and realized that well, number one, the silage additive did nothing, and then number two, the mineral feed actually does nothing other than be very expensive and take up space. So am I wrong in assuming that? Hey, let me know. And now time for the last bit, the last couple silage bales. Of course, I had to make that the most difficult part. Jump in here, and we have a full, perfectly mixed TMR. Let's go and fold it, and we can also turn off the mixer as well, which is great. Bring them around, and we'll dump it in. And like I mentioned, we are never, ever, ever selling any more silage bales or hay or grass, anything like that again. It is really just manure and silage, and that is it. It's not going to take it all. It's going to take a lot of this, but not all of it. Should go down. Yep, there we go. All right. So we could turn this off, at least for now, and we could put this away. Bring it in, drop it down, and we need to load that bucket up because, well, it's going to be time to pick that poo up again before you know it. Now that they've been fed, we are ready to move on to the next day. And there's a couple things that I want to do. Number one is to find a way to make this setup right here a little bit better, if I'm honest. It'd be nice to have something that we can either drive around the area here, maybe something that's dedicated just for milk, because currently we have to swap this out every time we want to do milk. And also the trailer doesn't match this setup whatsoever. Well, after looking at everything, I mean, I know we keep doing it this way, but I think this is going to be the best for now, especially since we'll probably end up around 30 episodes with this. We're not too far away from that. I don't think we're going to be able to go in and modify a bunch of stuff just to use. We've used this for the whole series, so you know what? Let's end the series with it. Speaking of it, let's end this day in game. And December is upon us, and the cattle have been starving. Man, they ate, 250, almost 300,000 liters last night? Goodness gracious, they are some hungry little baby cows. Speaking of, I haven't been paying attention to see when we're getting animals, so should probably do that. Just kind of see here. Let's see how the chicken's doing. We've got 55,000 liters in there. Yearly food's 24,000, so that's not too bad. Hopefully they're giving us some extra eggs as well. That would be nice. Looks like, let's see, puberty and reproduction. So we have actually gotten cows. I think we had new cows yesterday. I'm just now seeing this. I didn't know we had baby cows. And then our main cows, baby goats, sheep, I don't know. And then, yeah, everything else here is good. Let's just pretend that I said the right things through there, and let's move on. Okay? Now, because we are rocking and rolling, everything is looking pretty good. As a matter of fact, I may have actually made a mistake because I delivered some eggs to the bakery up here. Totally forgot. I also delivered flour there, and it's making bread. And, well, they've got eggs right now, and we need to make some cakes. What I might do is spend a little bit of money, because we made another, like, $160,000 last night. So I might just go in and buy some of these things, and then be good from there. Because with cake, there you go, that's what we need. So we can extrapolate how much we have as far as eggs go. We need, quote-unquote, 2. So we just need to match all of these things, and it'll make some cake for us, and then get rid of the eggs. I do have a buy productions input mod installed, so yeah, we're going to use that. There we go. We've got that. Actually, I could deliver milk here. Oof. What are you going to do, right? Down here in the butter, we'll buy that. I actually wanted to do production chains as far as I think there was a... oh gosh, what was the mod? This thing right here. So this was a greenhouse that could be set up, or actually was set up right here, if I remember correctly. However, for some reason, it was giving me some troubles, so I decided not to utilize that. We have gone through, we bought all of these inputs. I just maxed them all out. That way it's nice and easy. But there is one thing. We spent a lot of our money doing that. So hopefully we can make some of that up today. First things first, let's pick up our milk, 25,000 liters overnight, as per usual. And we'll bring it up to our on-site dairy and drop it off. Now, one of the things that I want to do is check on this on-site dairy, the farm dairy Cheaty. Here we go. So, looks like the milk in is what we've got. If you remember in the last one, we had a surplus of milk, which was turning out to be a really bad thing. Fortunately, we are all good. Now I'm going to spin this bad boy around and put it right there. Please? Bam! Got it. All right. The next thing I want to do is test something that one of you guys posted in the comment section, saying that I could just automatically load the manure into the truck. So we're going to try and do that today. Actually, as a matter of fact, what I might do is drop off this trailer right here. Right about there. And we'll just kind of let it start loading up with slurry. I'm going to go around, I'm going to turn on my help window, and I'm going to see, does this give me the option to load that manure up? I don't think that this map allows you to do that. I'm pretty sure you gotta, start filling. Oh. Well. Guess I'm the idiot, huh? Well, I don't get to muck out everything anymore, but that certainly makes things a lot quicker and easier, doesn't it? Sure does. All right, let's load this back up. Did we get any more? Nope. So 57,500 liters of slurry and 27,000 liters of manure. Nice and easy. Now, today we are going to try to utilize a different way out of here. So we've got one lane up through behind us, And then this is the other one. This is an area that I have no interest whatsoever in combining these fields together. So, can we get out up here? I know getting in was an absolute disaster last time. It's pretty tight, but it does work. So, what did I hit? I hit nothing. Ah! So frustrating. And then we'll just turn out right here. Normally we pop out right there, but it looks like this is gonna be super easy to be able to go through those grass fields and plow them all together and never have to worry about that road again. Actually, we could plow a lot of the stuff through there together. Oh man, that is gonna make things super easy. Looks like the BGA has handled a lot of stuff, but it still had some manure and slurry. Actually, it had 0 manure. That's all of my manure. Still got a lot of slurry in there though. 169,000 right now, and we're about to give it a whole lot more. We may have to upgrade the biogas plant again. Oh, please don't fill up. Oh my goodness. It had 1,300 liters left before it was full. We may want to upgrade that. I'm not quite sure I want to leave that sitting. It's just too much slurry. So what's it going to cost to upgrade this again? Too much. You know what? I'm doing it. Let's do it. Let's upgrade it. Hopefully maybe now it'll take the slurry down. We've got a lot of slurry coming in every day. Ooh, and it is not utilizing it. And the last little bit here with the digestate, we'll bring this to our handy dandy selling station and sell that off. And we should get a nice, easy, oh, there's 11 grand. I think we got 14 in the last one, which was very nice, but you know, I'll take what I can get, I think, at this point. I'm gonna try another way into the farm today, just to see. So going left right there is quite tight. So let's go up here, let's hang a left. This should go right beside the farm. I should be able to turn left right here. Yeah. And then turn right up here. Yeah. And then down into the farm we go, because these are our fields. This was a good way. I like that. Hey, do you have a better way to get in here? Let me know. But I think that's the way I'm going to start using from now on. And here we are into January with it's snowing here, but it's not snowing around the main farm. Not quite sure what's up with that, but hey, there's that. We had $21,000 of production costs overnight, which was ridiculous. However, we also have $537,000 because our productions made us a pile of money. So let's take a look at that just to kind of check in and see. So yesterday we had $126,000 of harvest income plus $80,000 from the BGA, $20,000 already today. Miscellaneous was $7,800, another $10 and $22. But you can see the production costs are quite high. Production costs here, goodness, you know, we would have made a whole lot more. I'm not quite sure why those production costs have jumped so much overnight. But it's a lot. Man, oh man. We do own a bit, though. So we got to do basically everything that we did, but backwards. So we're going to go do that now so that you don't get bored with it. Well, you have to take my word for me that I went through and delivered everything. So there you go. We also need to give our cows a little bit more food, but I'm not quite sure if this is going to be all of it or maybe there's a little bit more. That'll be all of it. Well, that answers that question, doesn't it? That also answers the question of, can we continue and move on to the next day in game? That answer would be yes. Yes, we can. All right, let's give this one more try here. We've already upgraded the BGA 4 times. Drop it in at level number 5 now. Or no, upgraded 3. Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's see if that works any. I mean, we're just literally just raking in money every single day. I have gone through here to see if there's anything we want, but it doesn't look like there's much in the way of Fent equipment right now. We did have a Fent 500 series a few days ago, but there's nothing really to use with that here on the farm. So, January, let's hit through February and maybe through March. Welcome to a very chilly and cold February morning. $596,000. I feel like every time I spend money, we just get more money. I mean, I dig it, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I feel like we're just getting more and more money. The good thing is, the slurry is further down than it was. We started with 170 some yesterday morning. Today, 165. So upgrading is working. We do have a lot of digestate though, which is Well, I mean, to be fair, great news. Milk is being sold, which is awesome. We're still getting wool in all the time, which is making our fabrics. We may need to upgrade the spinnery because currently it's got a lot of stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Upgraded spinnery to level 2. Hopefully that gets through quickly. Anything else? The grain mill's doing just fine. It's kicking out flour, which is sending over to our bakery. How's the upgrade for that? I think we're fine. We're already making too much money as it is. Let's double check over here. Ooh, another 500 Gen 3. I don't have a use for it, but I want it. And, ooh, was there another Fent over here? There was. Oh, man. It's the big boy. Oh, I want it. So we've spent a lot of our money, and I got to be completely honest with you. We don't need it at all. We don't need it whatsoever, but I want it. Oh, it's so beautiful. And look, I got the blinkies on the top. Yeah, we got the full light package all the way around. Got an 1,800 kg weight for the front of it. I don't actually know what we're gonna do with that. Actually, the weight color is a bit off. Let's see, we'll go with that. Ah, there we go. That's the proper color. It's also not enough. Well, I don't know. It's pretty heavy. It looks small, but it's quite heavy. All right. Yeah, I have no need for this. We don't need a Fent 1000 or 1500. What did I go for? 1050? I mean, it's a 1050. Did we go for the full engine? Really? I thought I left this at the stock engine. I was playing around with some of the settings. Ay. So, we have the little Xylon 2800s, an old one and a new one, and a 1050 now. You don't need a 1050 on this map. But we got one! So let's, I don't know, find something to do with it? I don't know. I'm just gonna park it up over here for now. There's nothing to do with this. Because it is a new day, we still need to do all of our chores, so we're gonna run those quickly. And something I've been very accustomed to, traveling over to the VGA daily. I don't hate it. It's kind of what it is. Plus, it's kind of the way that I play anyway. All right, we'll double check the BGA and see how we are doing. So the manure in there is what we've given it. Is still the slurry's not going down too quickly. We'll give it another day or so in game just to see will it work. It's up to 225 now, so it's got 24 hours to get rid of all of that. But we do have a lot of digestate today. Boy, oh boy. Good amount of digestate this time. 15,995,000. Looking good. So the grass is frosted. However, I think we're going to be able to harvest this next month in game. Running 1 day months right now. So February, March it will be. I'm going to put yay, a little bit of a yeet there at the very end. We do have a bunch of eggs that need to be sold currently. We're going to drop off that trailer. We're going to drop off this trailer. And we need to get a hold of something that's going to load up said eggs. I think what we may end up doing is getting something... You know, I got the perfect idea. This is my new setup for productions. Yes. So I've got a used Fent 510 right here. So not the biggest engine ever, but it is a CVT, which makes things nice, and it'll back up at 20 miles an hour. We've got the Lizard Logistics trailer on the back, which, if I'm honest, is a little bit angled. But that's no problem. That's totally okay. Let's come around here, see if we can bump into these things and get them to auto-load up. Dear eggs, go inside the trailer, please. Well, I got 17 liters. It's going to be harder than I thought. There we go. You go in there, and then the rest of you guys do the same. Please and thank you. Awesome. All right, it's working. And there it is. That is all the eggs. 8,125,000 liters. Now we need to find out where we're going to take them, and the bakery is not the answer for that whatsoever. So currently we own the bakery, so we're not going to be able to take them there. Country Bakery we don't own, so that could be thing. Agricultural fair, that's a great place to take them as well. As a matter of fact, I think we'll go there. Just kidding. That is super duper far away, so we are not going to go to the agricultural fair, which is at the top left-hand corner of the map. We are going to go to the sell all up here, right around the corner from me, not the bakery right there. Those are some really, really bright strobes, and if you guys are cool with that, I'm going to turn those off. So that's a little bit daunting. Let's bring this here. We will open it up. Do I need to open it up? Yeah, let's go. And we'll back it around. Your face isn't accepted here because it's taking them. So how are they not accepted if it takes them? $34,000. Money we didn't need, but I got it. So we're good. Looks like we got about 6 more to go, and I've already crashed. At least for right now, the plan is to go through 30 episodes, and I can't believe it. We're already on number 25. How did we get here? I don't even know. I've crashed into everything already today. So we are in March. Now, our fields are not ready to harvest yet. Went too far. There we go. Fields aren't ready to be, or not ready to be harvested, rather. However, our grass fields are. So we've got this whole area up here at the top left, that jumbled mess. We have this whole area, which soon-ish I'm going to be plowing up 11, 8, 10, 12, and 13 together. So that's all going to be one field. And to be completely honest with you, I'm kind of thinking about plowing up 6 and 7 as well. That turn is very tight. So I may as well just come up to here and then get on the road. I could do that, and it's pretty easy. Plus, we only have one big field at that point to deal with. Then little 14. 14 is what it is. Honestly, I'd get rid of it if I could, but it's fine. And then we got 15 and 16. So that is everything we're up to today. We got soybeans over here. They are in their next to last growth stage, which I'm very, 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 very excited about. But the next step is get this digestate out. And once we do this, we'll be ready to head over and get some of that mowing done. Now, the big field here, 25, 6, 7, and 8, that is going to be for our sheep. So that is not a silage or hay harvest today. That is simply just a regular one. And then over here in this field, I think the rest of the grass harvest might turn into a hay harvest today. And then the second one, we may do a silage harvest. So we have a bunch of both. I'm still not quite sure yet. And another great day for digestate. 16,472. Very cool. Also, there's another thing I've thought about. Because this is all grass, I can just drive through this. I don't need an easy way in or out. I can just drive straight through this and nobody cares. And no one's going to stop me either. Oh, yeah. All right, let's drop them off and let's get everything ready to go. Now, there is one thing that I've been thinking about, and maybe you guys can tell me what you think. So normally we've been using these headers. So we have one for swathing and then one for mowing. And then we have a conditioner head, this guy up here, for mowing straight up. Now, yes, the conditioner's good, but it does take us a little while longer to run that header versus anything else. For example, let's take a look at our mowers for a moment. So these are 9.2 meters. The little razor bar, the conditioners rather, are 4.9. Still fine. However, I could come through and TED that in one go. So it'd be a whole lot easier, I think. We would probably want to put some type of windrow on the front of the tractor. Maybe something kind of small-ish. This ain't gonna work. There's also another option that I really, really like. I mean, it's so cool. It's so cheaty, but it's so cool, and I love it to death. Let's see if we can go through here and find it. Oh, no, it's not in there. Maybe I accidentally put it in windrows? Where's it? Hey, there it is. So this is a tedder. Now, we could easily come through here and change it to the Fent color. So let's see that. What is design? Yeah, that could be Agco Gray. Agco Gray, it works. And then rim colors. Rim colors, boom. Sure, it says Samaz, but it's really a Fent color. This would TED for us and windrow everything together. I kind of want one of these. I'm not going to lie. Plus, I mean, who doesn't want to see me drive through with this big old 1050 and a tedder? I mean, come on. It's so dumb. It's hilarious. am I doing hay this time around? I forgot. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh yeah, we're good. We'll do hay. One thing I do want to check as well is how many silage bales we've got left. Let's see. Silage, 11. We need 14 in order to break even. Hay, we have even less of, so we definitely need some hay. I might could do like 3 silage bales, and then everything else would be hay. It's actually doable. Yeah, we can make that happen. So let's hook it up and get rocking and rolling, man. Oh man, what a piece of machinery. Would be cool if we had something kind of similar to this that would run like a different way. Like if we had a header this big that could mow, but went on a tractor. Do we have anything like that? I don't think we have anything like that. Oh, there's something else as well. This time around when we mow, we are not going to be doubling up and overlaying into a single area because we are going to be swathing a large area of this up. I think we could probably pick up 2 rows beside each other at once. So I will not be doing what I normally do with this kind of harvest. Now, there's some spots like there in the middle. We can't get away from that, so we just have to leave it like that. It's going to take us a little while, but I do enjoy mowing. It's my favorite thing to do in Farm Sim. So I'm going to have a great time doing this, getting a little bit of mowing done, and we'll see you when maybe we're done with this field, or maybe I can even show you how I plan on doing this field. So here you go. Here's how I'm doing it all. Normally, it all goes into one big swath, and then we drive straight over that. However, because we're going to be windrowing everything up, we don't have to do that whatsoever. Kind of makes things nice. I don't have to worry about it. Oh, get right into there. There we go. All right. And so, yeah, we're going to be going back and forth. So this is also kind of nice because I can hire a worker on certain parts with this, and it will work exactly the way that I want it to, which would be super nice because the worker can drive this at full speed, straightforward, without spinning out. I can't. A hired worker, baby, so much easier. I kind of have to line it up every once in a while. Oh yeah, you go faster doing it this way now. What am I doing going so slow? I'm an idiot. One field is done, and I actually felt like I got this done way faster than I usually do. So let's take our newfound momentum, if you want to call it that, to the next field. This is going to be super duper easy to pick up. It's actually even easy to pick up with the baler that we've got because the pickup's so wide. Why haven't I been doing it like this? All the way up to this little baby field again. We got to do something about this field, I think. I like it, but man, oh man, does it just... I don't know, it's just so small. You can't even make a full bale off of it. I don't know. Well, I say can't make a full bale. Can't make a full bale out of the bale sizes that I use. And then I get stuck on this stuff up here every time, even though supposedly it doesn't have collisions. I get stuck on all those stupid little things. I mean, look, no collision, but this header has a collision. Ugh. 2 passes around, and then one little bit of a right in the middle of it. Not even worth it. All right, kick them around, and let's go to about right here-ish. This should do good. Drop it down, turn it on. Yeah. One of my favorite fields. Not very worker friendly, but it's a cool field. Also, I did have one other idea because I never used this pathway here. What if we joined 3, 4, 5 with 15 and 16? I mean, doable. All we got to do is smooth a little bit and then plow across. It could be one big field. We could keep the road going from here up. That's no problem. However, yeah, this could work. We may do that. I don't know. Well, if we did that, then we'd have less grass fields, wouldn't we? Decisions. You know what? Nah, I'm not doing it. Way too easier just to make this single grass field. Moving on. So this is an interesting one right here. I'm not actually sure how I want to do this part, although I think we'll be just fine doing it like this. So I want to make sure we've got some straight lines in here, stuff that's very worker friendly, but I think it's going to take a little while longer to do. But as I mentioned, we can speed this thing up because the worker will hold it steady. A lot of extra work going on right there with the steering wheel, but they do such a good job with it. The one time that I'm like, let's go workers. Hey! All right, so we'll spin this around. We'll hit this top part first. So here, oh, I can't even drive this thing. I will say, for Farm Sim 25, I'm so excited about that because the swathers, BC Bueller's done a great job with this. And the thing is, all the swathers from Farm Sim 22 as well as 19, or windrows rather, kind of all drive very similarly. Powered front wheels, unpowered rear wheels. That also means you have to be careful of the way that you take turns, things like that. But for Farming Simulator 25, I don't know how they've done it, but they drive super duper good. So I'm real excited about that. See, exactly the way I wanted it to go. This is working pretty darn well, and we're actually getting a lot more mowed than we normally would have, especially when it comes to the hay. Yeah, this is going to be, I think, faster. Yes, we'll have to be in the field twice as, well, not twice as long. We'll have to be in the field the same amount of time, but I think it's going to be a lot easier. Yeah, much easier. And here's what our field looks like all done. How's about that? Looking good, man. All right. So that is that. I think what we might do, just so it's done, is we might go ahead and knock out a little bit of work. Also, I don't remember where my loading wagon is. It's around here somewhere, right? I have to have a loading wagon. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and knock out these last few fields up here just because, well, I can come through with the machinery that I need and not have to do a bunch of stuff. So let's knock this out. Yeah. Also, I can't wait for all this to be one field. It's gonna be so much easier. Well, trying to do this whole thing while keeping a straight line between both of these fields that aren't connected, it's really been a pain, but don't you worry. We're gonna fix that. So this is what I've been doing this time around. Last time I just kind of gave up, fired the worker, hired the worker, and went through it like that, but I don't want to have all those weird fertilizer spots, so I'm gonna try and hit the entire thing. But I keep missing little spots like that. To be fair, that's my fault. Again, I'm the idiot. It's important to admit. Coming through here. All right, so one little last spot there, and then we've got the entire upper field. Was that 13? Yeah, 13. We've got that entire field to hit, and then this will be done. So all this is going to be, was it 3 silage bales, and then the rest is going to be hay, and then we've got everything grass-related up there. So we'll come down with this. I'm going to just do this by hand. There we go. And then hire the worker. And I think we're going to have a little itty-bitty spot right about there. We'll have to hit that. But, hey, it's almost done. All right, we're going to finish this. We're going to hit that top field. And it'll be time to party. You know, I think I've definitely made the right decision in saying that I really want to plow up all these areas together and just create one big old grass field on this side. I think that's such a good idea. It's going to make things a lot easier. Plus, it keeps me from having to go from field to field and turn stuff off. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'm going to reset this. There we go. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to just detach all together, then lower and turn it back on. Let's see if that changes anything. Yeah, changes a little bit. Sometimes you just got to do that with mods. If you got a header that's acting just kind of a little bit funny, as a matter of fact, I had to step away for a moment to turn off the game and loaded it back in, and well, that's what that's what I'm talking about as well. I'm so ready to have something that goes straight when I want it to go straight. All right, so we are rocking, rolling, doing good. Things are all right, and we finish it off right there. Perfect. Now that is not the end of our mowing journey. We will continue that in the next one. However, we do, I just want to show you kind of how this thing works. I mean, it's pretty darn cool. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta go all the way around to get over to that other field. Probably gonna have to use a header. Header trailer! I can't get over there! Oh no, it won't go, it won't stop. Tell you what, you try and turn these wheels because it kind of works, one wheel goes faster than the other in the front, and that's how you steer and stuff like that. Sometimes you got a little bit too much momentum, and the wheels in the back just turn and keep going. All right. There we go, we got that unhooked. Sometimes you can get this up there. It looks like this is not wanting to go. Can I just, oh, come on. It's not going up there. Crap, had to teleport. I've really not done much, if any, teleporting with this series, but I had to do it. Oof. Okay, so we have a what do you call those words when you need something? Inventory list? No, it's not. That sounds dumb. I need quota. Yeah. Can you please not tell anybody that just happened? I have a quota of 4 silage bales. 3 silage bales. Let's go ahead and reset that bit. I do not trust myself. What does this say? How many silage bales do we have? We have 11. I need 14. So that means 3. Yes, 3. Turn it on and go. So this is what I was talking about with this as well. Man, so easy. Yeah. All right, there is our first silage bale coming out now. And I'm missing all of this. Goodness gracious. Second silage bale coming out. And the third silage bale coming out. Perfect. All right. So that is good there. We can actually just turn those lights off. And now we get to do the most ridiculous thing that you've ever seen me do in the past 5 minutes. Is that accurate? I think. I don't know. The last time I used this piece of machinery was over on Court Farms on that series. At least I believe it was on that series. This is a windrower which Teds. Unfortunately, it's a private mod, so this is not a public mod, but it... Wow, this does not turn. Holy cow, what a turning circle. Big old piece of machinery right here. It's definitely going quick. This is so stupid. This is such a... I'm glad I bought this, but I don't need it. Oh, we're having fun here. So what I'm going to do is go through and hit all of this. I do remember specifically driving way too fast with this and having issues. So it looks like about 23 seems to be a really nice number there. So I'm going to go with that, spin this bad boy around, and do them again. Yeah, all right. One of the other nice things about this piece of equipment is I can get all the way up here. You see we got a little bit, and I mean, it's a windrow. You're basically just windrowing the grass together, but you're leaving hay instead of silage, or grass rather. Boom, just like so. Now the outside of this is going to be interesting. I'm quite interested to see how this is going to go, but we're gonna rock and roll and see what happens anyway. This seems to be working all right. I am gonna try and hit some of that. There we go. Can I clip the edge of that? Yes, I can. And we're definitely clip the edge of this run. Boom. Yeah, this is working A-okay. Oh, this is so dumb. I love this. Whenever we do these fields, I'm also gonna come over here right over by the farm. I mean, obviously we're gonna plow that part up there. But I just wanted to point that out. That's a spot that I really wanted to make it look a little bit better. And whenever we come through and actually plow all this up, that is going to be one of the areas that I pay attention to. Man, rocking and rolling, having a good time with this. I am very, very understanding that this is not what most people would expect. A little bit cheaty, a little bit of having fun. But you know what? We're getting near the end of the series. I'm probably gonna start doing some stuff that makes life just a little bit easier for me. Oh, slow it down. This 1050 does not have a turning radius worth even mentioning. Oh, top 10 steering. I don't know. I was gonna say something about how terrible it was, but in a metaphor. What's a metaphor for bad steering? Oh no, this is definitely gonna be a tricky one. We are gonna have to turn around on ourselves. Well, and that's just not gonna happen, is it? Oh man, I love this machine, but boy, it can't turn. I just need to title this video, I bought a tractor that doesn't turn. Oh, it's ridiculous. All right, now let's gun it and see how fast we can really get across through here. Let's see, what is that? 60, that is, what is that, 37? 38, 40, 41 miles an hour. That is fast, boy. Hey, all right. Yeah. Vroom, 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 vroom. Turn on flashes so people know we're coming. All right, now that we've got all of this done, we've got one more field to do. This guy right here, the big old field. I am loving this field. Yeah. I think for the most part, I'm going to try and kick everything off to one side as far as I can, just so we don't interrupt these lines straight in the middle. That being said, there are some areas that I kind of turned a little bit too much. So I'm going to try and straighten those out with a windrow, kind of prevent the work that I've done. Like right here, kind of went a yeehaw, yeehaw, left to right, left to right. Yeah, we're just going to leave a straight line. I think that's the best thing to do. And we are done in 3, 2, 1.5. Yeah, fold them up. We are good, baby. Oh, yeah. Now we've got a whole bunch of baling to do. There's going to be a lot of bales with this. There's so much work. Plus, we have a whole nother field over there that needs to be done. Black Sheep Mining made this map like years and years and years and years ago. Oh, they did such a good job. And over the years, it has changed and molded and kind of changed. Yeah, things are different than the way they used to be. Would have never imagined using something like this back in Farming Simulator 17, that is for sure. And I'm sure that you guys wouldn't have it either. Today, we are picking right back up where we left off in the last one. So, make a deal with you. I will hang out and wait for you if you haven't seen that already. Just pause this video and go back. Ready? Break. All right, they gone? All right, they're gone. Now we can really talk about the episode now. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hey! All right, today we've got a lot of baling to do. We're going a little bit quick through here. We'll slow it down just a bit. We're picking up all of our hay bales. Now, in the last one, we made 3 very specific silage bales, just so we could kind of make up for what we didn't have. Just enough to make one more batch of 1 million liters of TMR for our cattle. Now the babies are growing up. Do we have baby cows? I don't even remember. I thought we did, right? Yeah, they had babies, right? No, they didn't. Who had babies? Oh, it was the sheep. They have not only had babies, but they have had a lot of babies. Goodness gracious. All right, reproduction looking good. Puberty going up, but we do have some cows. We do have some sheep here that probably need to be getting rid of. We don't need 600 head of sheep, but it would be nice to have like 400. That sounds pretty good. I'll take that. We have a lot of chickens now. That's for sure. It's like 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 chickens. It's too many. It's so stupid. And it looks like we probably have 2 more months left to go before we get any more cows. So that'll be good. Probably what we'll end up doing is getting rid of the cows that we've got, and then we're just getting more. It's good to have those, especially after one set of little baby kitty cows. Kitty cows? Like kitty cats? Little baby cows. Yeah. Also, running through here. Oh, we missed a little bit back there, didn't we? That's all right. We'll pick it back up later. I was a little bit worried about this because this is really big swaths. Generally, the swaths of hay are a little bit smaller than this, but it seems like we're doing okay. We're not losing too much, so that's all right. I'm actually going to break off right here at the bottom, and we're going to head just to the left and a little bit now. Yeah! And we'll jump over here. I still have the lights on. I mean, it's the middle of the day. I don't need lights, but it is good to see kind of where the pickup is and where it's going to be. Let's bring it here. Swing him around. Perfect. Love it. All right. So we're going to do a little bit more picking up here and see how many bales we can make. And then we've got some more work to do on one of the other grass fields. For the fields for the sheep. Yes, they need a lot of attention and care and all that good stuff. Speaking of, how much food do they have? 160. Why do they have hay? Oh, I gave them hay like an idiot. I forgot about that. We have this whole area right here. I've got our mower up there ready to go. We need to mow all of that and pick up the grass because that is specific for our sheep. So things are looking good. Drop it out and cool. So we got a little bit more to do. Don't worry about that. We made 16 hay bales through here, which is great. Did I do it all? I did, right? We did this other field over here? We definitely did. There's bells over there. All right, sweet. Oh, come on. I think I need a little bit more weight in the front. That thing does not grip. So we got 16 bales made so far, at least for the hay. That's in addition to the 3 silage. Again, don't ask. Let's get rid of that, and let's come over here. Let's hit these last few and then we will be ready to pick these up. We're going to pick these up before we head into the other field, just because I don't want it to feel monotonous doing the exact same thing over and over. Sometimes kind of nice to break it up a little bit. All right, last bale's going out right now. That means we can, well, do a few things. Let's raise it. Let's fold it up. We'll turn it off, then fold it. There we go. Now, how many bales did we make? 25. That is pretty good. So we need 14 of those bales for each batch, and we need to make about 3 of those batches a year. So that is pretty good. Now we need to put this away because we're not making any more bales. Hey, there's the loading wagon. Sweet. I was wondering about that. You know, it'd be so cool if there was a Fent version of this. Am I missing that? Like, is there a Fent version of this? I have no idea. All right, well, drop it down nonetheless. We got it dropped. Kicking the grass out of the middle. I think we're good to go then. Let's go ahead and make sure that our cruise control is set a little slower than that. I found like 13 to 14 works really well when I'm doing it. And then about 17 to 18, I don't only goes 19 anyway, but about right here, this works really well for me when I'm doing it myself. So what I'm gonna do is we'll run our headlands, our passes around, if you will, on our own. Yikes, that turned out well. We'll do all of this on our own, then we'll come back around and go straight back and forth. Should be good, should be easy. So I've definitely made a little bit of a mistake. See, I drove around this whole thing like we drove around the other grass fields, splitting it up into 2 like that. But see, that's not gonna work on this one. Mainly because we need to come through with a loading wagon. We're just picking up the grass. I need it in 1 row, like this. I made a mistake. So then let's have a little bit of fun. Let's use something that we just purchased in one of the recent episodes. Right through here, this guy. So this is the Fent 500, mainly the 512 Vario. Let's pick that up. Very good, very good, very good. It's still in Kubota colors. I know it says Kubota on there. I was gonna say, would be cool if it didn't, but that also isn't like that. You know what? What if we did black wheels? Can we do black wheels with this? Rear hitch, yeah. Main color. Oh, that's a lot of colors. Hi. That's Deutz-Fahr. That's not even close to Fent. There's Fent. Frame color. Yeah, definitely not what I want there. Go back up to there, but rim color. We did black. Yeah, change it up a little bit. Yeah. Those look kind of different. Nah, don't like that at all. Nope. Let's just put it back on Kubota orange. Oh no, I don't know which one's Kubota orange. Crap, nothing is right about that. But you know what? I'm just gonna get over it. Let's take this up. We'll take the easy route and just kind of swing through here. Oh, I said we were gonna pick up the bales, didn't I? And we did definitely not do that. So there we go, nice and clean. Alrighty, let's take this, drop it down, and we'll start off about right here. And wow, does that color not match whatsoever. Oif. But this works. This is good. This is good. At least this will put everything in a line for us so we come back through with the loading wagon. We're good to go. This is exactly how we should have done it the first time. But I didn't. Alrighty. So now that we've done all of that, everything is looking good and it's all, well, the way that it should be. Now we can really get to work. Let's go ahead and line this up right about here. And hire the worker. And should go straight down. Yep, they do. We are going to have to babysit them ever so slightly because we have to make sure that the swaths overlap, but that's no big problem. We've been doing that this whole series. Finally on the other side of the radio towers, and you can see how we've done. Doing very, very good. So this is going to go straight through just like that. Kind of overlaps it a little bit, and sometimes you get close, sometimes you don't on this centerpiece. But, that's all right. What are you going to do? It does also mean that the rest of it will be lined up almost perfectly because I can actually do the rest of it on my own. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Fire worker, spin them around, and hire them back up again every single time. Drop it down, hire, go. And that is it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So everything is completely done. Also, wanted to point out, I kind of did this other than the overlapping. I noticed that I've been doing the grass work, like how you would do work with like GPS and Farm Sim 25. I promise I didn't try that. It just kind of happened. Also, we're going to have to jump this because I can't drive through any of the crops, and I don't have my header trailer. So, field 6 it is? Yeah. Yeah, field 6 it is. Now we get to pick it all up, and before we do that, there is one thing that I am going to do. We're going to drive out down here by the sheep. I am going to sell some of these sheep because we do not need them all. There's way too many. 600 mouths to feed is too many. So let's find the ones that are the newest. So we got 19 months, 5 months, and 0 months. We want to take the ones that are 0 months and sell them all. Pretty good. We're supposed to be getting 20,000, but we get 14 after the fees. Not bad. I don't think we need to make up that 6 grand. We'll probably be okay. Let's be fair. And then let's start picking this up. Oh, yeah. Now, I absolutely love this loading wagon. Now, there is one like this that is triple axle. This is the double axle version, the 75. And I've increased the capacities. Of course I have. And we've also got a larger pickup area here. So you can see it picks up a little further than it should. I believe it's a 4-meter pickup instead of a 2.5 or 2.7, something like that. It's much larger just so that I can drive straight down the middle and know that I'm not missing anything. Works great. Up to this point, I would say a little bit more than halfway done. We're at about 200,000 liters. I do not know, nor do I remember, how much I got the last time I did this. So this is going to be as big of a surprise for me as it is for you, unless you remember. Do you remember? Hey, let me know. All right, well, not as much as I thought. We definitely were not halfway full. Not even close. As it turns out, 276,000 liters is our final take from this. Pretty good, but no, not what I thought it was going to be. The good thing is, at least with this, we've got enough to give our give to the sheep, and for the sheep to be completely happy. So let's come around here. Let's feed them. Should be the second door. Yep, right there. Back it around, and they'll be good for probably another 1.5 years, something like that. Next time around, we should be able to take all the grass fields that we have and split them up half and half, silage and hay, and be good. Alrighty. Cool beans, man. Cool beans. There we go. We'll take a look real quick just to make sure these guys are all right. 442,000. They need 240 a year to survive. So that's definitely going to last a good amount of time. That also explains why the loading wagon was in this particular area, because I don't really use the stuff that's in here. So it works perfect. All right, let's back up till we hit the wall. There it is. Pull forward just a little bit and drop it down. Now we need to go pick up our Bale auto loading wagon. That's going to be able to pick up all of our hay and our silage bales for us. See, can we flip it around? Oh, no, we can't. That did not work out at all. And we're just going to start way over here. There we go. There is 1, 2, and a whole bunch more. What did I say? We made like 24 or something like that. There's a lot of hay bales here. So this isn't all of them, but while we're here, I've already picked up all the bales from these fields right here. I'm just gonna drop them off over here. I feel like that's probably the easiest thing to do. That way we don't have to pick them up and then come all the way back over and then pick a bunch more up and then come all the way back over. This is easier. Much easier. Bam! There it is. All right, couple more hay bales and we're good to go. The last one. Bam. Got it. Alrighty, so we've picked up all of our bales, and it's a good thing that we dropped off the others. We definitely didn't have enough room for this. We had enough room for, I believe it was 5 or 6 more. This is 8, 10. Crap, can't count. We'll bring these over here and see what our final numbers are. I am super happy with this harvest. This grass harvest was great. It also did not line up with the harvest for the other fields. So I was able to actually like do stuff today in game that I don't normally get to do all of it at different times, which was great. All right, so 32 hay bales, 34 straw bales, and 14 silage bales. All right, all right, all right. One thing I do want to check real quick is straw. Man, we have gone like, what, 2 years, almost 3 years in game with like 400,000 liters of straw. Granted, we put the straw, if you put straw in a mixing wagon and you have the straw harvest pack enabled, it turns it into straw pellets immediately. But straw pellets go further than regular straw does. And it's also a really cheap way to get straw pellets and make a whole lot of money if you need to. As a matter of fact, I've considered making some of those and selling them. I don't know. I said I wouldn't sell the bales. Ah, come on. All right, a couple things we need to rearrange here to get that plow out of there, because now we have completed our harvest portion. But we've still got a very fun portion left to go, and that is creating these new field setups. So we are going to be taking all of the grass fields and combining them, other than the other ones that I'm not talking about. You know what I mean? So, I'll show you, we are not going left. What we are doing is going right. So from here, if I could show you the map, we are going to be plowing up this whole spot, this spot, and this spot, combining 6, 7, 8, where's 9? I don't know. 10, 12, 13, and 11. Where is 9? It's kind of like the one field that's not over here. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's weird. Whoa, 9 is all the way over here. It's a farmland. Oh, that's weird. All right, well, nonetheless, we are going to unfold. Let's double check and make sure. Allow create fields. Yes, please. And drop it down. Now, I don't want to go too fast. We actually want to go nice and slow for this portion. So I think about 4 or 5 miles an hour, something like that. We might get a little bit close to some of these areas, but that's all right. I don't want to go super duper fast and mess something up. So straight through here. And that is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, all right. We have now combined some fields. I'm going to save the game because I do not want to mess this up, not even a little bit. Spin it back around, and we are going to head up towards the top of the field now. And we are just going to kind of follow this along to where the field was. And we're definitely going to get a bunch of those rocks in it. That's okay. Not a problem whatsoever. Also, this tree up here is going to go. We are going to be using, the delete objects inputs. And I'm just going to get rid of it like that. It's so much easier to do it that way than any other way. So that's what we shall do. Next is going to be this. We are going to plow up the area at the top of the field so that we can combine both of these together. We're going to go about 4 miles an hour again because that seems to work the best. Just straight across, nice and easy, nothing crazy. We still have an exit out of our field there because this is a grass field. And we're good. There it is. All right. We'll drop this down. We'll get that. And then we need to plow up all this area up here all the way over to this field. And we are good. This area we can fly because we can obviously see where we're going. And if we make a mistake, well, guess what? We can just plant right over. It's going to be okay. That is very cool. Very, very, very cool. And we should have a nice little triangle here in the middle. Don't go too far. And then all we got to do is hit this. And then this part is done. Next is over here. We're going to line up with the side of our field there. Drop that down and just kind of go across. Almost straight across. There's also a chance that we may have to do a little bit of landscaping right there because it might even be too close. I could care less about being too close, at least for this this portion. There we go. Good, good, good. And we are also going to try and get fairly close to this. You can see I've mowed that section, but it's still fine. This is going to be real slow. But I am going to let the worker do this on their own, at their own pace. I was going to say once we get to the end, we'll go nice and slow and take it easy, but it looks like the worker's going to quit. So we'll take it over. We're going to go out to about right there. Yes, it is a little bit far out towards the road, but again, I'm okay having a grass field really close to the road. So drop that down. Don't hire the worker because we don't need to do that. Oh, I got way too close to the road there. I'm going way too slow. Oh, man. That is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. We can go through and paint that area. That area didn't do what I wanted it to do either. That's the line I want to be on right there. It's kind of hard to see. Back in Farming Simulator, was it 17 and 19? If you're going slow, you didn't have a lot of this dirt particles and stuff like that kick up, but certainly do now. Speaking of now we can kind of speed it up just a little bit. Yes, these are areas that we have run before, but I am going to seed out just a little bit further than we had done previously. Now, this is where I really want to combine these fields, but it's going to take a little bit more work and effort to get everything lined up. So for now, we're not going to mess with that, and we're just going to combine these two fields now. Should be able to drive backwards pretty quickly. Yeah, 19 miles an hour. That'll certainly do the trick. Yay! We do have all of those rocks and stuff in the middle, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to deal with that yet, but we've got them. Sure do. Does anybody know how to get rid of those? I have no idea. Oh, I figured it out! Painting! Painting works! Hey! All right. We're definitely going to have to come back through here, but painting works. This gets rid of the rocks. Hey! Okie dokie. Well, we can just paint this in a grass texture. Probably should have painted it something else, but whatever. And then up through here. Yeah. Oh, man. I wish I'd have known this. I was going to say before now, but I guess it wouldn't have really helped before now anyway. This is cool. Okie dokie schmokey. Yeah. I think to about there is fine, and we'll just go right out to that. Where's some other areas where I had all this? Yeah, through here. Oh, man. All these rocks and stuff. Yeah, definitely going to have to plow this up again, but hey, who cares when you get rid of these rocks, which are way, way up and away. Oh, now this is good. This makes life so easy. There we go. We got that solved. Now we got to go back over here and do this one more time. However, hey, it's nice that this actually works. Goodness gracious, that saves me so much trouble. Now for the difficult part. Again, save your game. You're going to want to do that, especially if you're doing what I'm doing. We do have some trees up here that need to be removed, we should say. They're going to be all up in the way, especially if we're going to be running fields here. So I'm just going to go through and delete these as I go. So, yay! Little jump there. It's kind of fun. And I think that's it, right? Yeah, that one doesn't need to be deleted. All of these are good where they're at. So now we can turn delete objects input off. And the next part is going to be, well, difficult in a way. We have to go through and soften all these areas. We're going to have to try and bring these areas together. And that's going to be easier said than done because this whole area kind of dips down. There's, a bit of a hill here. So we're pretty much going to have to just ride this line solid, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it is all smoothed out, all happy, all kind of flattened out, and it's just perfect through here. That way it feels like one field. It doesn't feel like you're going downhill. After you've done that, I highly recommend that you go back and forth like this because this will also bring in the other field together and it'll feel like one even more. So you get way more grade between one area to another. So when you look, it doesn't feel like it just abruptly changes. And then, now that we've done that, let's go back over here and smooth this out even more, bringing it more in line with the other fields, and just do that nonstop. So this is going to take a lot of time to do this and do this right. So I think now is probably going to be a good time to say thank you for hanging out with me. I have a lot of work to do, and I'm not going to bore you with me going through and smoothing out fields. We are picking right back up where we left off in the last one. And in the last one, we plowed up a bunch of these fields together. Now today, I need to fertilize the areas that we have plowed up because I thought that these would fertilize themselves. And what they did not do was that. So then we shall go through and do it ourselves. So everywhere that is plowed up, we shall fertilize. Then we're going to come through and we are going to seed grass in said areas. And then once that's all done, we will fertilize the entire area one more time. And I think that'll be about it. That'll be about all we need to do to move forward into the next day. So let's rock and roll. Also want to say, at least right now, the game plan is to stop at episode number 30. This is 27, so we have 4 more to go. At least that's the plan. We'll see. I haven't done an episode or a series with 50 episodes yet in Farm Sim 22. First game that I haven't done that in, and we'll be honest with you, feels kind of weird. So we may do it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. As we fall out of the sky, it is time to get to work. Now, there are some new attachments, not for the Xylem, but for the GTA. So if you guys are using that, definitely check out the mod hub. There are some cool stuff through there. All right, I need to change the working width, and I'm not really good at this. Let's see, 15 meters. Think that'll be enough? Yeah, I'm not actually sure. We could probably use something a little bit smaller and get away with this. Actually, 15 is looking good. We should definitely enable a little bit of fast farming on this, though. The good thing is, at the very least, it's fine if we go over something more than once. It's not going to hurt anything. Oh, that's a little bit too fast. Let's slow my roll, as it were. That was a bit much. Let's see. Take a look through here. It looks like a little bit needs to be fertilized over into the next field, so we'll just kind of zoom over here real quick. And that'll do it. You can definitely... Oh, that will not. And do it. We have one more spot. And I've already increased the fertilizer width. There we go. Bring it back down. Straight up. I knew I would forget something. And you guys did too. We just didn't know which part it would be that I would forget. There we go. Done. All right. So now we need to hit all these areas. Quite a few spots were hit. And double fertilized. So there's not much we could do in there anymore. But grass needs to go in so that all this could grow. We're going to be using the newer 800 series, the 828. As a matter of fact, I don't know if there's any better engine that we could throw in here. Nope. Looks like we have the best one. So, totally good with me. We are going to try to hit all of the outside. This is only a 6-meter seeder, so it's not going to do anything wild and crazy for us. Now let's turn some lights on too, just to kind of have a little something. So the first thing is the outside of the field. Boom, turn it on, and go. And since this spot right here really doesn't take up a whole lot extra space, I'm just gonna go ahead and knock this entire little spot out. One down. All right. Actually, can we go in here and see grass and see how that's been done? Yes, we can. All right. So now you can see we've got a couple more spots here to hit. I think the next will be the line between 12 and 13, right over there now. Now, this is the one that I tried to smooth out as much as I possibly could. I spent a lot of extra time smoothing out these areas. So I'm hoping, just really, really hoping, that it has paid off for this area. Also, I think 14 miles an hour might be a little bit too much. How's about we slow that down to a respectable 12? I don't know what it is. I'm not really enjoying going fast today for some reason. I've had quite a few things going on. It's not the first gameplay setup that I've done today. But yeah, just not interested in going super fast. I don't know. I blame Farm Sim 25. I played that and now I've been going slow. What's going on? I'm changing, man. Rocking and rolling. We are moving and grooving, baby. Oh, yeah. Taking a look. You can see we've got that area there. As a matter of fact, this area is almost so large, so we have to skip a little bit here and there and then come back and hit it. Oh. We're not only increasing the size of this grass field, or all of the grass fields, rather, that we had around, but we're also just going to make it a whole lot easier for ourselves whenever we're coming through. There's a little bit of pebbles in the last one. You may have remembered we figured out how to get rid of those. And by we, I mean me. By me, I mean I should have known a long time ago. But I still figured it out. So it's a win. It counts. We've gone ahead and made a pass around field 11. And this is the last area. As far as I know, this is the last area that we've got to hit here. And then we're going to be good to go. We've also got crops up in the, the big main field. And then the, I guess, smaller or main area on the farm. I don't know which one of those fields is bigger. As a matter of fact, I think I could probably figure that out as long as everything's plowed up together with no spots missed. I should have a mod that'll tell me. Alrighty, almost done, and then we are good. So a little bit of fertilizing, and then we will be all set up. Oop, missed a little spot right there. Yay, got it. Oh yeah, there's something going on with these seeders right here, and I want to figure something out. So this guy, right, used to be in there. And over the course of some time, it moves. And I've tried to sit here and like watch it move, but I can't see it moving. But it does move. I also made these lighter in the file, so that may have something to do with it. Nonetheless, they should still be able to be strapped down. So I think we need to find a like flatbed that's low down to the ground or all the way down. They could be brought in here, and I could strap those down to the trailer, and then the trailer will hold them down. Yes. It's not crazy, right? This is what I'm thinking about right here. The Transportwagen TP500S from Bremer. I think this is what I want to use. There's a couple other things out there as well that drop all the way to the ground. For example, we have the Uni PL6. There's also some stuff for IT Runner. But, and then maybe this, but it's not completely flat. So it's not really going to work out for us there. Of course, we do have low loaders like this, but I don't think those are going to work to kind of keep it still. The only thing I worry about with this is that it's not wide enough. I'm gonna go and get one. We'll see what happens here. I've got a sneaky suspicion that this is not going to be big enough for, well, both of them anyway. I guess I could just buy two of these, huh? Yeah, we could do that, but yeah, there's no way both of these are fitting on here. So then, that leaves me with another option. Buy a second one. That could work. And then we'll just back both of them in here. That'll work, right? There's no way it can't work. Oh, it's not gonna work, is it? See, we got the straps there. All right, let's figure it out real quick. All right, we got this. I'm gonna drop her off the front weight real quick, spin around, pick up this mass car, and then drop it off in there. I have to go at a different angle though. Hypothetically, should just be able to bring this in here, put it about there, drop it as such, and then strap it down. And then now it can't go nowhere. And now I drop that, and it's just there. Ah, I'm stuck. And it's not moving. This is what I was hoping for. I should be able to pick this up and it go crazy. Oh yeah, put that back down. I think this will work. Let's go get another one. So I bought the Unia as well, which I probably should have just purchased the first time around because it does appear like it's big enough to hold both of these. Still don't trust it, but it does appear to be big enough. All right, let's try this one more time. Bring it here, find our table the trailer, drop it off, and then come around and give it one strap. And now it shouldn't go anywhere. And if they do, it'll be the trailers that get up and start bouncing around, not the seeders. Ha ha! I'm smart. Kinda. Not as much as you would expect. But a little bit. Yeah. So then our last step is going to be to fertilize all of the grass fields. All of these fields need to be fertilizing. And so we are going to run around. Our crops, the soybean fields, do not need anything. However, everything else does. The cool thing is, this should be fairly easy because I can just run around the entire thing because it's one field now. Actually, I kind of want to bring you guys around because this is the first time doing any field work, treating the field as if it's one field. I'm kind of excited about this. I mean, let's be fair. All the way back Farming Simulator 19, when I learned how to plow a field, I started combining them because it was just the way to go. I loved it. Making the fields bigger and not having to pay no more money, sign me up because that sounds fantastic. Well, ever since then, I have definitely caused some trouble. Speaking of trouble, oh, got ourselves stuck down in there and it won't get out of. There we go. Speed it up just a hair. It was in third reverse group or whatever. I don't know. Stuck in a low gear. It sucked. And we should be able to continue along through here and around this circle. Yeah. It's not as big as the field's not as big as I thought it was going to be. But you know what? This isn't too bad. Not bad at all. All right. Well, then let's finish this up We'll be ready to move along our next day in game. Just a little bit more work and we are good. I've gone through, we have fertilized both of the big grass fields. So we've hit this whole area, little guy 14, which I still think I should get rid of. And this whole area here. There is a little bit more down there. However, for some reason, it wasn't letting me fertilize that. So, well, I gave up and didn't try it again. I'll try it one more time. How's about that? Taking a racing line and, oh, no, it worked that time. Maybe you guys were the good luck charm. So now that everything has been fertilized, everything has been planted, we are kind of done for March. We've got a bunch of bales set up, ready to go. It was 80 bales in here. I mean, I know that doesn't sound like too much, but they're 25,000 liters each. It's a lot of bales. Just taking a quick peek. Oh yeah, I was gonna sell some of the sheep because I didn't want to hang on to them. What? Right? Puberty? I don't know. They're almost at puberty anyway. May as well just keep them so they'll keep making wool. There are a bunch of chickens. The chickens are kind of out of control right now. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 chickens. It's so dumb. And then we still have 200 head of cattle. However, 2 more months from now, they will double in size. Now, when they double in size, we're selling the babies. I can't hang on to them. It's just too much. It's a lot. And I don't have enough food. We don't have enough food to give them. We got more chickens now. Welcome to the next day in game. It is April, and we have made a lot more money than I was expecting to make. We're up to $634,000 now, which, let's just be real with each other, a little bit too much money there. Little bit too much money. As a matter of fact, way too much money. However, the difficult part is there's not much to spend money on, which is kind of stinkowitz, but it is what it is. We need to get the milk, but I think at this point I'm just kind of tired of unhooking and rehooking just for this thing. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna sell it. And I'm just gonna utilize the tank at the very back. It will hold milk, so we're gonna use it for doing such. 25,000 liters, not the most we've ever got, but enough. And it also looks like the soybeans are ready for harvest today, which is very, very exciting. We'll take a look at that and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Speaking of trouble, let's see how much slurry we can get in. There's 57,500 liters, and something that I've just recently found out. You can come in here and click a button and all the manure will go into your trailer. I played this game for way too long. It'll even work with a bucket. Like, you don't even have to have a trailer, just some type of tipper thingy. Oy. Also, I'm really glad that I did this because now I could just drive straight across this massive grass field right up here. Actually save myself more time because instead of following along, we just drive like this. Ooh, I just killed a guy. Now, I have not looked at my production chains like this entire time while recording this episode. So finding out what we've got in our production chain might be interesting, to say the least. Now, it is nice to have some manure in there, so that is good, and we'll bring slurry over to get rid of that. It's going to take a hot minute, but let's jump in and take a look at it anyway. I believe it's down here at the bottom. Slurry is not as high as I was expecting, but it is high enough. I really don't want to spend another $180,000 on just upgrading it, so it'll hurry up and get rid of some of that slurry. Honestly, at this point, I think it'd probably be better off just to get rid of this and then put in one of our custom parts for the pumps and hoses DLC. We could definitely add some cool stuff with that. However, I just don't think, I think we have too much slurry, so we're gonna have to figure something else to do with it, or build our own BGA. I guess we could do that, but I mean, we're already here, right? It's already here. We do have an area down at the bottom, though. Can we delete these? We can. $48,000 for that and $48,000 for that. We could possibly do something and maybe even add a trigger up here at the top because it would be down here near the bottom anyway. That may be something that we look into, but for now we have 28,000 liters of digestate, which we will go sell right as soon as I back away from this. Ooh. Very tight in here. $15,000 in digestate, and we are done through there. All right. So I think that's about everything with production chains. Taking a quick look just to see how things are going. So the bakery's still got everything in here. selling everything as it can. Cakes are going to be the same as the bread. Looks like we are completely out of things for making flour now, so that is 100% off the table. Wool, there's not a whole lot of wool in the shipping. However, if we go down to the spinnery, we've got 31,000 liters of wool there. Probably a good idea to go ahead and upgrade this again because that's a ton of wool that is just hanging out. So we'll upgrade that to level 3, and hopefully that's good. And of course, we've already seen the BGA. I still think we should upgrade it, but I don't care. And then milk, we are going through our milk faster than we can hardly do anything else. One thing that I do plan on doing as soon as we make the rest of the cows, probably going to buy some more adults that are in the same range. Just to let you know. And real quick, while we had a little time, I did want to go and just look at the new grass field and see how it is looking, see how big it is. The land area, 1.2 hectares. It's not really changing. Okay, it's changing a little bit. Nothing too crazy. We do have that nice line down there as well, which I always hate. Also, I don't have the circle. Oh, yeah, there's the circle. I've got it set to 200%, so I couldn't remember where the circle was. But I think this is good. It's a massive grass field. We're going to be getting way more than we were. So this is very, very good. Over here didn't change any, so just heads up, I didn't do anything with this side. Now, let's take a look here. How's the soybeans? Are we ready for harvest? Yes, we are 95% on the soybeans. So all of these fields ready to go. This other grass field, we haven't changed anything with that. But this field up here, I do want to look at this. Did we miss any spots? Looks like I missed a spot there. Let's see, let's zoom up just a little bit more. Looks like I missed a spot over here. So there are some missed spots. Yeah, we're not going to be able to hide from that. But it does look pretty good. And I also like my little area right here. Dig that. Also wanted to talk about a change that has been made. So between, they say 52, 53, but they also did this with 33 as well. There is a change with the new version. So you can see here, we've got no collision there, but we do have a collision here. So there is a collision with that pole right there. So that has been removed. However, if we go over here to our fields, well, these still have the collisions. At least I think they do. Yes. So I think one of the things that I might do on my own is delete these collisions for myself, because if this is something that Black Sheep Modding have done, well, then I'm kind of interested in doing that myself. So let's see. Do you want to hide G0? That's not deleting the collision so much as just hiding something. All right, let's save the game real quick and see what happens. Shall we? All right. Yeah, that looks bad. Can I delete these little guys too? Like, if I could do that, that's totally cool. Nope, definitely not working. The H button is not stopping or preventing anything from happening there. Okay, so maybe I accidentally did something and didn't delete the collision there. But I guess, yeah, it's just working, isn't it? Yep, we'll do that. Do we still have the things in the air? No, we don't. All right, so that must mean if I delete this one too, all of those go away. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, well, that was my big problem, was that thing. So if I can just go through and like delete a few of these, man, that just solves my problems. Okay, thank you, Black Sheep. So I've deleted it all the way back to a place where it looks normal, which is nice. So I guess after this harvest, we can come up here and plow all this up because, well, this area doesn't matter anymore. And I'm cool with that. So cool with that. As a matter of fact, I could do that now, but might be fun to watch me struggle, right? Yeah, you guys want to watch me struggle. Yo, I'm sitting here trying to take the thumbnail real quick. Look at the cedar on the right. Look at it. Look at it. It's rocking. Oh my God. I knew it. I knew these things were possessed. I just don't like that I'm actually correct. Look, this is like going from side to side. It's bouncing. It's like the cedar just wants to get off of there, but now it can't. LOL. Probably going to get rid of the Unia because it's a little bit skinnier. And we'll just get ourselves another brummer and be done with it. So then, stuff to do. We are going to need to harvest. Now, I think I have a pickup on the front of that. Yes. So we're not going to be able to utilize the new combine again. I guess I could if we traded out the header for it, but I just don't care. Also, speaking of not caring, this isn't picking it up. There we go. What in the world was that all about? You know what? I'm not even gonna try. Not even gonna try. It's just a thing that happened, and it is what it is. Speaking of, can we pick up soybeans? I don't think so. Well, just looked it up. It's wheat, barley, oats, and canola, which can be swathed. Which, you know, bit of a bummer. Can't do it here. We do know that you can swath crops Farm Sim 25, so I'm super duper excited about that. However, that may be something that we have to talk about a little bit more when we get closer to it. We are on episode number 28. We got about 3 more to go. At least that's what I think for now. We may continue the series. I don't know yet, but we're going to figure that out together once we hit episode 30. But in the meantime, it is time to harvest. I imagine this will probably be our next to last harvest because, well, what else are you going to do on the last day of a series? You harvest, right? Yeah. So we're going to do this, and then we'll go through the end of this year in game, and then we'll go from there. Now, as you can see, we have quite a few fields to go. We also have a bunch of sheep down in there. They're just happy. I just wanted to point them out. And I also deleted some markers that we had on the map in the last one as well, which is going to allow us to take the soybean field that's on our left right now and really smooth that thing out. Well, there's a lot of hills, plus there's some trees in the middle. We're going to be fixing all of that today. At least that's the game plan. There's a lot to do, so buckle up, Buttercup. Yeah, gonna hit this tree now. Ow! How did I make it across the entire map without hitting a tree before then? That was insane. That was so good. We went from all the way over there to all the way over there. It's almost all the way across the map. It's fantastic. All right. Let's go all the way down here. Let's find ourselves a combine harvester and get this thing started. Where is it? There it is. Found it. Wow, I could have just pushed right on the D-pad instead of left. So let's double check. Make sure that, there we go, raise that up. Good to go. And we'll double check, make sure that our straw swath is on. It is. And we'll enable fast farming as well, which isn't going to go too fast. To think about 14 or 15 is probably plenty for me. Man, it's a good day today. I'm just having way too much fun. So this whole harvest, the whole point of this harvest specifically is to make a bunch of money. That's it. Can't use soybeans for anything, at least none of the productions that we have. We cannot use this, so there's no way that we're going to be able to take this and move it forward any. This is purely, strictly a money-making venture. We are going to be keeping the straw bales, so I do want to do that. I'm not getting rid of those yet. Not yet, anyway. We may sell them at the end, but I think this will be one of those series which I kind of leave open-ended, as it were. Used to, way back in the day, I would start a series and then I would just play on it. And I would just have such a great time. But after, 30 to, well, let's be real, back in the day, it was 50 episodes. And we did them daily. It took a month and a half to get through a series. Not anymore. It takes a little bit longer than that. I think we've been doing this for a few months at this point. But I've been enjoying it. I've been having a great time doing it. So, we are going to continue along through that. But yes, I'm going to leave it open-ended because, if I come back and I want to play on this, because we've invested a lot of time and effort on it, and really don't want to invest that time and effort again doing all of this stuff that we've done. So it would be nice if I didn't have to. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to do that. The game plan today is to run 3 passes around everything. Now, I don't know if that's actually going to be the case or not, but I do know that I can't turn around right here. So at least for now, we're going to be running 1 solid pass around everything, and then we'll neat and tidy everything up as we get around. How we doing? 2,300 liters of soybeans? It's not too bad. Still sells for a lot though. It's like 12 grand right there. Just kidding. It's more like $15,000. Jeez. We're definitely using the train. Judging how long this is going to take, I do think that we should probably invest in a grain head for our other combine. It's right here, yeah. So this is a smaller, large ideal, but it's still an ideal nonetheless. It's still a huge combine harvester. So I'm thinking, why don't we get, let's see, I think there's like a 6, 6.5, and 7 meter version of that header right there. Why don't we just get the largest one, like a 7 meter header for this? Yeah, there it is, right there. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So this is the larger version. This is 7.2 meters. So the idea for this is that this will be perfect for that field over there. Might still be a little bit much, but I think it'll be okay. Also, this is such a fantastic combine harvester. I love this thing so much. It follows the ground very good. It'll even hold on like the edge, so that's going to be perfect for this. We're really going to be pushing the combine harvester to its limits here. All right, let's see if I can. We're going to be blocking traffic, aren't we? Sure are. Let's take this over here where we're not going to be blocking traffic, just so I can go finish up that other field and hire on a worker. That's not a good place to pull over. Can we pull over up here on the right? Maybe. Nope. Bad place to pull over there as well. You're gonna have to go all the way down here beside the tree things. It's a forest. That's what it is. It's a forest. After running our multiple passes around, we got about $10,000, aka but about $75,000. That's so dumb. It's just the amount that soybeans makes is just ridiculous, and we haven't even got into the good part yet. So there is that. Please go do the work, Senor Fent. Now, let's find this guy. This is the one that we want. This combine harvester right here. Let's get the header unfolded. There we go, the right thing. And let's double check and make sure the straw swath is enabled, which it is. And we'll be able to go. I don't know which way I want to go with this field or anything, really. All I know is that this line right here is like the best one that we've got. That's how I did all the other stuff. And so that should be okay. Let's go ahead and lift this up a little bit. Good, good, good. Turn it on and rock and roll. And there we go. We are combine harvested. Oh, yeah. Let's enable fast forward just a little bit. Go to about 11 miles an hour. That'll be more than enough, I think, right at the 12 mark. Actually, I don't know if you guys remember or not. Back at Farm Sim 19, I used to set these. I wouldn't do like unrealistic so much as I did just like half speed or double speed rather. So if something was 6, I would go 12, and that really helped a lot. I was able to get through a lot of stuff very quickly doing it that way. All right, so check this out. This has some kind of leveling feature on it where it will try to keep the harvester as level as possible no matter what. So sometimes the front's higher than the back and vice versa, and then you've got like this bump right here where it's really trying to keep everything in line, and then it will come around here where the combine harvester will actually be much higher on one side than it is on the other. It's kind of neat. I like this. Look, I don't know what it's called in real life and this and that. I'm not a farmer in real life. I do the farm sim. Yeah. And you know what? It's a video game. We're having a great time. All right. Let's see. Are there any areas that we can kind of showcase this through here? Not really. I mean, yeah, we're showing it a little bit here, but not much other than that, huh? Well, I guess not. All right, well, then let's run our first pass around the outside of the field and see what we get. Because this is an oddly shaped field, we're going to be running 3 passes around the entire thing. Not bad for the first pass around, 5,800 liters. Now, that's not going to triple, but I bet we'll probably get around 14,000, maybe 14,500 for the total number. It's not bad. Also, this line that we're on right here, this is where we're going to be hiring the worker whenever we come back around. Doing good, 11,391 liters after 2 passes. And almost finished with this last pass around. Then we can hire them up on a worker and let them do their thing. Still gonna take a good little while though. We'll probably have to go grab another combine harvester and bring them over here. But hire worker, and I said, what? what did I say? 14,000 something or like that. We've gotten way more than I expected. We are going to be at 16.5, I think, by the time that we get to the very end of this. Well, 16.416. Close enough. So we'll let that go. Let's pop around and yay, see if we could find this guy. Yeah! This guy who keeps missing stuff at the very ends for some unknown reason. Who knows? All right. We should get to baling. This is going to take a while. Not too shabby. Yeah, let's go. Let's double check, make sure that we are ready. 150 centimeter bales. Everything is empty, so we're good there. Turn it on. I think this one is already at, yeah, should be good. I was trying to think of the word fast farm, but I totally forgot what that word even was. Oy, that's embarrassing. Now, one of the things with the straw that we're going to get from the soybeans, this straw is not as much as the other. Used to, we would get a bunch of straw off of it. However, not so much with soybeans. Still works, everything's still good, but we just don't get as much straw off of it. We still haven't even made one whole bale yet. We've already gone down and we're coming back, hitting 2 rows. So, you know what to expect then, huh? Well, I hit reset on the bell counter a little bit too late, so, 1. Well, we're making some. I mean, we've only made, well, it says 8 bales, but we're still trying real hard. I've started fast farming a little bit more than usual, though. In the last episode, which I recorded before this, if you guys don't know, I usually record between 2 and 3 of these in a row. I can kind of rock and roll and fly, but one of the things I decided to do in the last one was not to go so fast. Well, I'm going fast again, like Ricky Bobby. Like to go fast, yeah. Get that bale out, yeah. Oh man, one thing I've totally forgot to do is check on our combine harvester. How's the harvester doing? Looks like it's doing okay. Yeah, all right, so there's that field, and here's this one. So we will definitely have 2 combine harvesters on this field before it's all said and done. So obviously, yes. I also need to pay attention to this because probably the next pass, I need to be running around that little natural area in the middle. Can't go out there right now. Just wouldn't work quite right, but this is a-okay. Also, it's going kind of slow. Speed that up a little bit to about 15 miles an hour now. Wow. So, just came over here and it's just sitting there. Cool. Super duper cool. What an idiot. Oh, man. All right. Well, at least now I can come around here and do a couple passes around. That's all right. For the last harvest, everything will be a-okay, and this natural area won't be here anymore. We're going to plow the whole thing up. We're going to lower the ground so it's not a big mountain trying to go up and down. It'll all be good. Also, by the way, the other field is looking really good as well. I'm excited. I'm really happy with the way that everything's kind of turned out. Missed a little bit there. We'll come back and hit it. It'll be all right. All right, jump back over to the other field now. The 6275, the smaller combine that's been with us since day one. By the way, you can tell we got small fields. We've had this for the entire series, and it's only got 4 hours on it. That's, I don't know if that says anything about me or the map or me again. I'm not quite sure. Let's go ahead and hire that up. Let's grab our baler. And let's just finish all this up, shall we? I think we shall. On to the last field. A little small one down here right at the front of the farm. Yeah. I'm forgetting the names of a lot of things recently. I don't know if something's wrong with me. Either way, we also might end up having this field harvested before we can get up there with this combine. I said we would, but I totally forgot about this field. It's almost like a race at this point. I'm not going to race it because, let's be fair, I would just go way too fast and I would crash. Can we agree with that? Yeah. So, we don't want that to happen, do we? No. So we're not going to do that. I'm just going to take it easy and hire a worker on these short little runs, make them nice and straight. That way it's nice and easy whenever we come back through with the baler. Well, we certainly didn't need to unload anything. Here we go. We've done one field and we've done this field now. And we're still at 44%, which is just wild to me. Taking a look here, could we use another combine? Yeah, I guess we could bring one up here. This was the 34,000. So again, nothing too crazy, but we're going to be getting close to 100,000 liters. I'm not sure if we will get 100,000 or not. We'll get close-ish. So I guess let's go ahead and fold up the header. We'll make our way up there and see if we can find ourselves to be useful. Word to the wise, don't try and do this in first person. If you're using one of these headers, definitely don't do that. All right, so we have come through here. I think about right here, maybe-ish. And we'll just kind of hire it and let them go. Should be able to knock this out in no time. Almost done. I don't know which combine harvester to let go. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna take this one. well, we'll just take this one. We just came over here, knocked it out quickly as well. It probably didn't save too much time. Maybe saved 5 minutes, but yeah, it is what it is. So this is gonna be an absolutely massive sale. 46,000 liters right here. Ooh, it's gonna be a big one. Okay, some 38,000 liters right here. Not a whole lot, but you know what? Enough. I'll take that. Honestly, it's gonna be a ridiculous amount of money that we get off of this. So, setting up for the good old-fashioned double dump. We've got that. Now we just need our tipper. Where is it? There he is. This is probably gonna be the dumbest sell that we've done. It just did in terms of sheer money-making ability. All right, good old-fashioned double dump. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Let's see what we get. What's that final number? It's like 80, 90 something, isn't it? Woo, right between 85, 388. Now, we need to jump over here, double check, and see the best price is, well, the train, of course. So let's go rent ourselves a train. You know, I thought I wouldn't like having this big grass field here and making it very difficult to get over to the train, but actually it's been really easy. Just drive straight through the grass field. I understand you wouldn't do that in real life, but well, it seems to be working a-okay for me. So, whatever. All right, first things first, because it is going to take longer to get the train here than it would for me to go grab it, let's come here. Longer for me to get it here for me to go grab it. That didn't even make sense, did it? All right, rent the train. It is 400 and something. It's close, isn't it? Is it up here? It is. It's right across the way. Yeah, there it is. Hey, can I zoom in? Yay! Ha ha! Very cool. All right, well, we should probably jump in here and dump this out so that we can get it. Go, 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 go. All right, we got our train. Let's go ahead and find ourselves some soybeans and start dumping them in. Now, I don't actually know how much this holds. We've used the train more than I've ever used the train, but I can never seem to remember how much it holds. I think we'll be able to fit all the soybeans that we have into this one bin. Yeah, there's no way. I think this will hold 90. So if we could put 85 in here, yeah, there we go. That is all we needed right there. Let's close it up. Let's put the cruise control on. As a matter of fact, what am I doing? Slow the roll. We keep doing this every single time. It's so much closer just to go backwards than it is to go forwards. And we go the same speed both ways. Why would I ever go that way? You! Ha ha! I do want to kind of take a look at everything here. So that should be our farm right over there, which it is. Very, very close by to the train station. You know what? This is kind of like the train has kind of ruined me for this map. I think that I might have to start utilizing the train system more, which also tells me that we may start having to using the train system. Start having it. My English is terrible today, isn't it? I may have to start using the train system in Farming Simulator 25 a whole lot more than we have in 22. I mean, I don't even think I've really used it much at all since, this map, really. That's it. Farm Sim 20 or 19, I really enjoyed using the train because it was easy. Hey, $646,000. We are millionaires. And I got nothing to spend that money on. So then let's get everything put away. If we're not going to be spending any money, we'll put this here. We got our harvester, which goes around towards here. May have to do some kind of swathing for the next one. That may be a little bit fun. Drop that. And let's go ahead and finish baling. And get out of here, birds. Get out of here. Wonder what else we'll see in Farming Simulator 25 in the way of wildlife and stuff like that, or, you know, the new get out of here saying. I don't know what it's gotta be. So a little check-in. We have now completed and got all the bales up from the other 2 fields. We got 14 bales total, and we've got 77% of another one in here as well. So, how many bales we gonna get total? This isn't gonna double it, but it's gonna do okay. I'm thinking 22 bales total? Yeah, maybe. And the last bale is out. This makes number 30, so it means we've made 31 bales. We had 13 beforehand. That gives us 17. I didn't think we were gonna make so many bales, but we did. All right, so there's a couple more things that we need to do. First things first, we need to get our straw bale trailer thing. It's not really a straw bale trailer. Put bales on the trailer and stuff. We need to get that thing, yeah. And we need to go pick them up. Well, and that's it, actually. It's a pretty straightforward kind of little setup there. And so the final work begins. I thought maybe we would be able to plow all of this up, but I think we're gonna have to wait until episode 29 for that. No big dealio. It'll be good to go. It's definitely also gonna be one of those quick turnarounds. So 28, and usually, let's be fair, the last episode in the series is always super duper long anyway. Who knows how long it's gonna be, but I do know that, was it episode 20 was like 35 minutes or something like that. It was ridiculous. So let's, or not 35, sorry, 20, 29, 30, episode 20, the last one at the end of the last series. You know what I mean. That was very long. Probably gonna be the same here as well. First delivery, this is from all the bales on the big field that we were just on, plus the ones from the little itty bitty field right over here. And then the last bit will be from the primary field right at the top. Go, 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 gun it. And the last set of bales right here. Not gonna be honest with you. So there were 18 to the other, there's 13 here. And I don't know where I counted a bale, or missed a bale, or I've got them all. I don't. Look, DJ's a little bit confused. I think I missed a bale somewhere, or I counted one that it wasn't supposed to be there, or I'm just really, really messed up. I'm not sure what's going on. Either way, I know that I have 65 round straw bales, which is a lot. If you're curious, that is 1.625 million liters. Oi. Big oi. I have actually already recorded this video, and I've recorded the next one as well, episode 30. Yeah, wasted about 10 hours recording both of those. Yes, they were long episodes, because I sounded like K-Bot. So that was fun. And we're going to make sure that never happens again. So we still need to do the things I've already done, which is going to be seeding some of these fields and making sure fertilization is done. We're going to be putting down oats. So if you like oats and grass, well, that's one of mine. So you know we going to do it. Also, we are going to be cutting out this little middle piece, this little island right here. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that because this thing is just a pain. And remove some stuff. So we're going to do that right now. So generally for things like this, we would take a chainsaw to it or something like that. And, well, we're not going to be worrying about that today because I actually paid to put these trees down. You know what? I don't need to make the money back on them. So I'm just going to do that right there, which is go through and delete them. We also see if I can get myself right over here just away from the field because I want to make sure that I've got plenty of time to come over here and smooth this out. There are a couple of areas that are a little bit interesting, so we will be making our way with those as well. And then I think for this, maybe we'll just kind of use a tool kind of like this, just to kind of do this with it. Yeah, so that I know at least where the knot was, so we can come through and plow it up. There's also going to be another area right over here that's going to go about like that, and we need to plow that up as well. again, that just tells me where to go plow. The next part's going to take a minute. I'm going to jump into sculpting. We are going to do our shuffling tool. And we're pretty much just going to drop this right down. We're also trying to do the rest of this area as well. This is going to take a hot minute because I have to come through, smooth this out, basically changing the terrain of the entire field. So bear with me here. Got it all finished up, and I think we're good. I think we're ready to go. So what we need to do is bring a plow and a seeder up here and get that to work. Let's bump around. What can we find? It's probably a little bit too big, huh? Maybe just a little bit too big. I'm taking it anyway. Let's go. What I want to do here is take the plow and the seeder. So there's our plow. We'll come over here. We'll grab one of our seeders that we have strapped down for dear life so that they don't run away from us. Also, we have so many chickens. We have there's a lot of animals being had right now. Oh, this thing sounds so cool. Grab a hold of it. There it is. Ooh, we should probably drop it down. Oh, that's gonna hurt. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. Go, go, go. I'm gonna give this a try and see what happens. I'm hoping that I can just drop this down, leave the seeder on there, and not have to worry about any of the rest of this. It's working. Oh, look at that turning radius. That is not as good as I was expecting it to be. Oh, just gotta back up. For some reason, backing up is better than going forwards. There we go. All right, so we've got this. There's one other spot that I want to hit. One other thing that I did, and I actually noticed this in one of the older videos, was a couple of these areas are just a little bit real high, bumpy. So I've tried to smooth this out enough right up to the road, but I'm so excited for Farming Simulator 25 where I don't have to worry about that anymore, where the road just goes with the ground. Oh, that's going to be so nice. So let's bring this here, drop that down. Nice, nice. And take it easy through here. I'm also going to get a little bit closer to the road here than I had normally. As you can see, nice and close. It's not going to give us a whole lot extra, but we'll still do okay. Come forward, and that will do. Let's turn it in and meet up with it right here. I mean, come on. How good was that, right? Hit one last little spot here, and then we are ready to go. And we're going to go ahead and set this up. So let's go ahead and drop this. Drop the seeder. There it goes. And we need to put the plow somewhere. I'm not quite sure where to put it. I'm going to try here. Hopefully it doesn't... hopefully we don't lose it into the water. Nope, that is okay. All right, let's get this thing hooked up and let's start putting down some oats. Oh, before we do that, I just noticed that there's no fertilizer on the field. Yikes. This ought to do the trick. So the good thing is the grass fields are already done, so we don't have to mess with those, which is nice. Probably end up having to do a little bit of mowing in the next one anyway. Let's take this up. Let's hit both of these fields, get them fertilized, and rock and roll. With that, fertilizer is put down, ready to go. This is going to be another one of those where I try and figure out where to put this without putting it in the water. I think right here's about the place it's going to have to be. Sorry, dude. All right, let's go ahead and select our oats. I'm excited to put these in the ground. So I'm going to start it over here, and we're going to be running 3 passes. 3 passes. One this way, and then the other way, and then lastly, the other way. They're actually all the same way. Coming around now to one of our new spots. Look at this. Yeah. I will say I am flying seeding right now, 22 miles an hour. It's a little bit fast, but at least, I mean, it does get the job done. As soon as we get out of this plowed area, it's going to be a little bit more smooth. It was great back there. Oh, yeah, smooth sailing, baby. Let's go. All right. Let's do these 3 passes around, then we could hire them up on a worker, and then we can go and we can hit the other field. Matter of fact, I think probably doing this one first was the wrong decision. Oh, well, right at the end of the mark. Let's bring it over here. You can see we've already got a straight line set up. Boom, hire the worker. Let's speed this up to about 21 miles an hour. That should go pretty fast. And it is. Make sure that goes to the end. Sweet. All right. Let's flip over to this guy now. This is going to be what we use on our other field. Oh, I forgot about the little field in the front. Oh, man. You know, I really have no idea what to do with this whole area right here. It would probably be best if I put like a mower out there or something, a swather. Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? I don't know. We got to figure that out though. Let's turn that. There we go. And we'll back in and grab it. We need to find ourselves some seed and switch this over to some oats. Yeah, really need to figure out what to do with this field right here. I have no idea. I have no plans for it. I am just at an absolute loss because I just don't care. It's so small. You barely get anything off of that field, at least anything notable. So with this one anyway, we're going to do the normal 1, 2, 3, and then 1 over, and then 1, 2, 3, 1 over, and then 3 passes around through there, 1 down, and then let it go. At least that's going to be the game plan. Sometimes the game plan is better said than done, or easier said than done. And we're done, at least with that part. Check this out. Oh yeah, worked perfect. Over here is looking good too. Man, it's just moving along super smooth. We also need to figure out what we're going to do with that field in front. And you know what? If this is going to be the last harvest, at least for now, you know what? Why don't we just break into it? Let's go over there and let's fertilize it. We gonna seed it, baby. Well, the fun part's going to be getting out of here. This transmission's not really known for its wonderful get up and go, as it were. We've got, what, 4 forward, 4 reverse, and 6. This third. Come on, just put it in fourth. There we go. 6 gears and 4 groups. Goodness gracious. It barely moves. Does look good, though. Yeah, I feel like we're going to knock this out pretty quick. This is a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Look at that. That was too easy. Now, while we're thinking about it, we also need to feed our cows. So this is going to be something we need to go and do. So they are taking, what is that? 280,000 liters of food a day. And they have 71,000 liters left. So this is something we're going to have to do. Let's run over here. I believe the last time that we made food, we should have enough in here. Should. Cough, cough, should. Please, I hope. Let's put this here this time. Every other time we come through here, it's like all up in the way on the other end. We have to go so far away to dump everything in here. Let's put it here. This feels good. Grab our favorite telehandler. Love this thing, absolutely. If you guys are not using a telehandler to do stuff like bale handling and stuff like that, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you probably got your favorite thing that you like to use. I like this. So we're gonna use this. Let's go over here. 14 silage. That should be all we have. Yeah, 14 silage. There we go. We also are going to need. Did it just drop some more silage in there? No. Okay. We're good. For now. Let's get this stuff loaded up. 2 by 2. Grab them. Go. Yeet. And one of my favorite tricks here. Go over to the hay. We also need 14 of these guys. Grab those, plop some around. You can see we left the last bit of silage here. If you go 2 by 2, well, it only leads 7 if you do 14 bales. So with this, we can do a full even number. Then we need 12 straw bales at the very end, and we have our TMR. There it is, the last bit right there. Well, pow! Got them. 2 silage, 2 hay. Get ourselves a couple straw out of here now, 12 of them to be exact, and we will have a full setup of TMR. There also is some stuff that I want to make sure that we do for our animals. So one of the things is going to be to go through and take a look at the chickens that we've got, see which ones are the oldest, because I haven't had animals long enough to know if they die or not, so we're just going to get rid of the old ones. Also, the cattle are getting ready to have babies, so we need to monitor that, and the sheep, at least for now, are A-okay, so that's good. The cattle we're going to hang on to for now, but we are going to sell the babies. I tried this already, as I mentioned. I've recorded this before, and it turns out I don't have enough food to feed the mamas and the babies. So the babies are going to be sold. Sorry, just is what it is. So we need to monitor how many chickens we have. Oh yeah, and we also need to give our cows some straw as well, if I remember correctly, to get through wintertime, that kind of thing. Should be good to go otherwise. Bam! Got it. Last bells right here, and we'll be good. So that's what we're going to do with the animals. We're just going to make sure that we can get rid of some of the ones that are really at the end of the day, just hanging out. You drop them in. Hey! All right. I do love this a whole lot. Let's grab this, bring it over here, park it up, be good with it. And a complete, even 1 million liters of TMR. Perfect. I tell you, it would be nice to utilize one of those silos, but I feel like every series we do, we've got those silos that I use. And, well, let's be fair. Yes, they are a bit cheaty, but I do use them a lot. So we're just going to avoid that for now. And we're going to keep doing everything bale by bale. First off, let's start with the chicken. So on here, you can see we have like 1 month, 0, 26, 4, 6, 8, 2. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. So let's first off get rid of the 26-month-old chickens. There we go. All right, there's the oldest one. So right now we have 6 month on there, and then we've got 8 and 6 over here. I think what it might be best is just to sell them all and then maybe buy, I don't know, 500 chickens, something like that. We have 600 now, but only 200 them can do anything. So we're still bettering ourselves. Plus, chickens are cheap. So there you go. 500 head of chickens. Actually, you know what we could do? We could have 1,000 of them and just get a bunch of eggs. We could do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to do 1 million chickens. 500, 1,000. There you go. We spent a lot of money on chickens. I just realized that. What would we spend? Like $200,000 or $300,000 on chickens? That's so dumb. At least it feels like that. I don't know. We can also get a better idea of what to expect now. Yearly food, 66,000 liters. So that's going to be a bunch. Cows, again, looking good. Sheep, it would be nice if we can go ahead and get these to grow up a little bit. So we'll have double the amount of sheep that are producing wool. Other than that, I think we're good over there. Now it's time to do a bit of babysitting. We need to double check and make sure everybody is good to go. So we're good there. We're looking good over here. And I got a fertilizer spreader. Yeah. I think at this point, it would probably be a good idea to get another seeder and just throw it on what, like this or something like that. I'm trying to even remember the seeders that we had back at the beginning of the series. Did I swap over to these quickly? I don't even remember at this point. Oof, it's been so long ago. Yeah, it would be nice to kind of jump in that other field and go ahead and seed that, but we'll be all right. So then, I'm going to go take a break over here and sit under this tree. Perfect. Is that an apple? Hang on a minute. What is this? There's a lone apple just hanging out. Look. Oh no, I deleted the tree. Crap. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Yeah. Like it never happened. Click. I'm also very aware that that is not the tree that was there beforehand. That's as good as I can do. All right, I'm just going to go over here and hang out with the cows now until the seeders are done. All right, I decided to jump on this guy and just take care of everything myself. There are a couple areas that have been missed, so I'm going to gun it, see how fast we can go with the seeder. Yay! And double check, make sure there's no spots that were missed. Speaking of miss, this guy barely missed the tree, which is a good thing because I didn't want to hit the tree in the first place. Shocker, I know. We're going to double check, set this on the rest of this field over here. That's so dumb. We're going to put this over here, hire it up on the worker. Boom. There you go, buddy. Go ahead and finish that field up for us. I've got it set on 37 miles an hour. Let's slow that down just a bit and head back over here because now it's time to head over to that field right in front of my farm. Just a wee bitty one. And it's about that time. Yeah. This is going to finish up everything for us, at least with seeding. We're still going to fertilize. So we got to do that, and then we're also going to need to fast forward a little bit of time. Now, I could tell you from my time traveling experience that we are going to have grass grow 1 to 2 months before the fields are grown. I can't tell you how I know that, but you could probably deduce it. So just a heads up, we've got that. It's probably going to be a 1 more to 2 more episodes kind of thing. Episode 30 was going on 45 minutes, and I still hadn't finished harvesting yet. So I think what we'll end up doing is probably doing 2 more. Hey, that may change. Could change. You never know. Might change. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Nonetheless, I'm going to finish this field up, and then we should be done with at least seeding. And I believe that's it right there. At least for this one. That is all she wrote. Let's go ahead and fold it back up. and rock and roll. There is one thing that I want to do before we do anything else, and that's get rid of this. See this guy right here? Yeah, not a fan of that. That was not fun to use. So we are going to take this. We're going to line that up about right there. And then I'm going to go buy another one of the ones we already have. This should be good. Low loaders, right? Yeah, perfect. Where's BKT tires? I mean, come on. This way they don't go and do that weird haunted cedar thing that they've been doing. They are very lightweight. I will make the admission. I made them probably a bit too lightweight. That's my fault. I'm sorry. And it looks like the 800's done as well. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we'll grab this, put up this cedar as well, and I think that it's time to fast forward another day in game. I think we've done everything we could possibly do today, and there's nothing more for us left to do, really. At least that I can think of. Oh, yeah. Totally forgot about fertilizing. Well, at least I didn't forget. Yeah, let's hit these fields real quick. Hang tight. Let's finish this thing up and talk about the plans for the future. So, how and why, I don't know, but it always comes down to needing a few extra episodes, 1 or 2. And I'm definitely thinking we're probably going to have at least one more. So, probably going to be going to 31, likely. And I did have an idea. I want to throw this past you guys. You tell me what you think, and then we'll kind of go from there. What do you think about doing, instead of, 20-minute episode, something like that, what if I tossed out like a 2 or 3 hour long episode? Basically be a supercut in its own, and we just show you the progress of how the farm's going and everything that we're up to. Not a whole lot would change, just less singular episodes, more supercut-esque, long form. It's just an idea. Figure I'd throw it past you. If you hate it, let me know. If you don't hate it, let me know. Today is going to be mainly about grass work. We have quite a few fields that are ready to go, and by quite a few, I mean, well, there's 2, but they're big. Yeah. You see, we made a Texas-sized 10-4 field over here. A big old grass field compiling quite a few other fields. And, of course, we still have our handy-dandy field over here, which is for the sheep, which we actually need more of now that I'm looking at all of this. So this is a massive grass field. It's not ready yet. It's currently May. It's probably going to be ready in June, and then either in July or August, we should see our oat fields ready to go. So in the meantime, we need to get down on the ground, which is going to be my stomach sinks every time I do that. We need to get some stuff cleaned up because we did fast forward a day in game, but I need to get the milk delivered. We need to get our manure taken and the slurry taken up. All that's got to happen. So let's get to it. First things first, the milk. And this is pretty figure-outable, I guess is the word to use there. We'll go and get the milk out of that. And we've also got some cattle, I believe, to get rid of. The chickens are doing fine, though, so no worries there. Let's jump over here. I think we have some babies. Yes, we do. We do have some babies in here. We have a bunch of these guys. So we're losing 10 grand, but I'm not too worried about that. We need to get rid of these guys. So $18,200. I'm cool with that. They are 0 months old, and now we're just left with the adults. Now, I'm not sure if I would go an entire year just for 18 grand off of 100 cattle, but it works. Whatever. Oh, the daily grind of delivering some milk. Oop, there we go. Cut the trigger. So you can see the grass is definitely not ready to go yet. So we are going to deliver milk, deliver the manure and stuff. Actually, we can go this way. And then after that, we'll fast forward another day in game. We'll do that one more time. We should be ready for grass work. We got 1,300, 200, or 1.3 million. Yeah. Let's see how much we get tomorrow at the exact same time. One day later, our grass is ready to go, and we've got $1.5 million. Oh, yeah. There are a few things that we want to do today. We're going to double check some chickens real quick. We need to get poo and, more poo, I guess. All of that together. We also need to upgrade productions. There are things that need to happen. That is priority number 1, because I'm pretty sure the BGA is just not keeping up. even a little bit. Well, it might be priority number one, but it's not the first thing we're gonna do. Let's jump over here. Let's check out the chickens. And we have 5,000 right here. Oh gosh, am I gonna have to go through all of this? You know what? I'm just gonna do this one at a time. There we go. Let's do that. Nice. All right. We're back down to it. We made 176 times 5, whatever that is. That's how much money we made. Also, how many eggs do we have? 26,000 liters of eggs. That's pretty good. How's the rest of the animals doing? Looks like we are production. I thought I made a bunch more sheep. What happened? Oh, I didn't. The sheep that were adolescents have now grown up, so they are now reproducing as well. Okay, I see. All right, so priority number one right here. Let's check this thing out. I want to dump everything in, but before we do the slurry, check this out. So we have 136,000 liters of slurry in there. Every day we put another 60 in, meaning that a day ago that was 60-ish more than it is now. We want that to come down a little bit more. So I am thinking that we upgrade the BGA one more time. Let's see if that does anything. Currently, we can hold 23 million liters of digestate, which is just so stupid. It's not even funny. It is. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. So we need to come through here. There's no way it's going to... I almost even want to upgrade it once more. We got 1.3 mil. Why don't we? Sure, why not? Now we can hold 27 million liters of meat. I'm gonna cough die because it's so stupid. However, we did get 29,000 liters of digestate overnight, so that's pretty good. We'll get this thing sold and get out in the field and get to work. 16 grand, not bad. Not the most we've ever got, but not bad. So it's mowing time. Let's jump on here. And earlier I was actually talking about the fields. Yeah, I forgot about 2 other ones, rather. These little guys up here. I don't know. They're useless to me. At least a little bit. Quite useless to me. So let's get out here and let's see what kind of business we can get into. There's a whole bunch of mowing that's got to happen today. And honestly, I'm not sure if one mower is going to do the trick. We might have to invest in another mower. Now, I've done this a couple times, and I've kind of figured out the best way to do it, which is coming down here. Oh yeah, by the way, I've already recorded this video previously. This is episode 30. I pre-recorded episode 29 and 30. Actually, like, I don't know, 3-4 days ago when I'm recording this. Yeah. You want to know why you didn't hear that one and you're hearing this one? Because I had the chipmunk voice on, like an idiot. Yeah. Trust me, I felt it. So, I had to do this again. So I'm doing all of this the second time. But the good thing is, I know the best way to do this, and it's this way. So, we are going to rock and roll and get this entire field harvested. It is a very, very big field. And I love it. Also, we're doing silage. We do have a lot more hay right now than we do silage. However, we are going to monitor how much silage and hay we get because I want to have a even amount of both by the time we're all said and done. I will tell you this much, it has been really, really nice to this field, just one big grass field. It is kind of cool because you do the whole thing and you really don't see the same place twice. You're not running around doing the same thing. It's kind of freeing in a way, where you just kind of do the whole thing. It's just a whole different ball game with this. All right, hire him up on a worker and let him hit the rest of this. And then we're gonna go backwards. Yeah. Now, unlike the swathing that we did in the last one, I'm actually going to be running these side by side. We'll be able to get the field done a little bit quicker. The worker's going to do it like this anyway, so I may as well do it. But our baler can actually pick all of this up, especially for doing all of the grass and the hay and everything like that. Oh yeah, speaking of hay, we're probably going to need to make some of that. I think I mentioned that already, but yeah, I don't know how many or how much. But we will be making some hay today as well. Yeah, I did make a little bit of a mistake through here. I wasn't paying attention where I was going and just took off. So learn from me. Don't do as I do. All right, coming around here now. And I'm actually going to hire this auto worker in a different way than you probably would expect. This seems like the long way to the field, right? Well, it is. but it's also going to take me the longest to do if I do it this way. So we're not going to do it that way. Not at all. Spit it out. We're good. We're good. We are actually going to go this way. Now, the first couple passes are going to take a hot minute. Let's get it about right here. I think 270 degrees is the number. There we go, 270. All right, up on the worker. And now the worker shall go back and forth for me all the way up and down. Let's see if we can select grass. Where's our fields? There we go. And we got harvested. Perfect. So we're going to chunk, 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 chunk. But we get to the big part, and that's where it pays off right there, which is perfect. So that is one field being done. Now, I think it's probably time that we invest in a couple more of these. So why don't we do that? Let's get another Massey Ferguson and the red header. We're going to make a match so we know exactly what's going on. And again, doing that because I did it a different way before and I messed up. There it is. Now we have a pair of them and they are rocking and rolling, doing good. I'm going to come over here because I can also kind of do part of these other fields up here, but we can also hire a worker on a couple other ones, but we'll have to babysit. The one that it's on right now, that's the best one for it. We'll come up here. Wait for this car. You know what? I'm not going to wait for this car. Oh, I should have waited for the car. I'm stuck on the tree. Crap. There we go. It is amazing how much larger these swathers are than the cars around. Goodness. All right, let's bring it down. Set the cruise at around 9 miles an hour, at least for this field. I think that's probably going to be good. We won't spin out. We'll hit this field, and then we hit the field behind us. On to the bigger field now. Taking a look. We've got that done, and you can see this is working great. About to hit that whole thing. And then we've just got this one. We also have this area over here as well, but I think that's going to be another grass field. I don't believe DjGoHam's going to be baling that one up. This one's actually a lot easier than I remember. I don't know how I did it before because IRL, it's been a few weeks since I actually mowed this field. Well, I did it once, but I'm going to do it like that again because it seemed to work really well. So first things first, we're just going to go around the entire thing twice. All right, so we've got all of this done. Boom. And you can see this is still rocking and rolling, doing a great job. What I'm going to do is come down here because there just happens to be a straight line, straight edge right here, right at the 180 0 degree mark. So get these trees out of my face. I'm going to line it up right here with about a 180 degree line. Also, anytime I talk about that, at the bottom left on the map, you can see there's like degrees of where you're facing. You can just line those up, easily hire a worker. Bam! There you go, just like that. And it'll go. Yeah, it's missing a little bit, but whatever. That's my fault. I lined it up a little bit inappropriately. But there it is. It's holding the lines, doing great. It's not GPS by any stretch of the imagination, but it will do this. It'll go straight. And what I can do is then line it up with the area to our left, for example. And then when it's done with that, I'll come back, line it up with the area to our right. And then it's done. That's it. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty easy to pick this stuff up too. So there we go. Got that. Spin this around right here. And I'll hire him up on a worker. Just like that. Easy. There we go. That part's done. And now we just bring it over here and set it off. Hey, check that out. You got the train in the background. That's a pretty cool sight in Farm Sim, ain't it? Now I think it's time to start doing a little bit of baling. And yes, I'm very aware this tractor is super duper filthy. Don't worry. I can change it. Let's see. We'll back up to the baler, which is also super duper filthy. Hit it. Yeah. Instant wash, baby. It only works on 2 things, and whatever you attach becomes the number 2 thing from the tractor. So, whoa. Don't know what that was, but let's get up here in the field and do this. We are going to be going back and forth, at least on the areas that the bale or the mower has made for us so far. We do need to double check, make sure we're on 150 centimeter bales. Yes, we are. Drop it down, turn it on, and go. Perfect. I'm not going to worry about speed and stuff like that. Usually I've been kind of worrying about how fast I'm going because I don't want to be a little, too much. But I don't care. As always, I have forgotten to reset the bell counter, so just add 1 to whatever number we end up with. It never fails, does it? Never fails. Quick check-in with you. We are doing good, rocking and rolling, making bales just about as fast as we possibly can. And I'm loving it. I'm actually going to put these bales beside each other. Get a little drop-a-rooski there. There you go. Now, one thing that I have learned with this baler, because I'm turning it off as I go around the ends, because I'm kind of waiting. Is that mower just sitting there? How long has this just been sitting here? Look at this. Look at this. You see this? Look at this. Come over here and look at this. All I have to do is pull forward a little bit. Can't wait for 25. This one's the same, but unfortunately it's done its job. It's all finished up. All right. That means we can bring this around. We do need to move it over to, what is that? Field 25. So we'll do that now. We can't drive through the crop because, well, can't do it. It'll destroy it. So we're going to have to do the good old transport vehicles. I mean, it works, so whatever. And fired. You are fired. Yeah. Don't you, that's me. Also love that Fent outfit that I've been wearing. It's been pretty sweet. All right, so I think for the time being, this mower is done. There's nothing else for it to do. And running 2 mowers was actually perfect. It was absolutely perfect. What we're going to do is we are going to be running silage bales on all of the fields that we've done so far. And I think we're going to run hay on the field behind the sheep. We do need to double check and make sure the sheep are going to be fine, because if we take their food, well, they're going to be mad. Here we go. Daily food, 220. Yearly food, they have 385. I did the math. I have the results. We're doing hay. Now that we've got that, let's go ahead and run around the outside of this field one time, and we'll have our final number, at least for the amount of bales for this field, which is going to be a decent amount. I'm actually kind of pumped to see how many bales we get off of this. Obviously, there's not like a bajillion out there or anything, but instead of like, I don't know, 8,000 or 9,000 liter bales, these are 25,000. So there's a lot here. Ooh, got a little drift off the trailer. And what is our final total off of this one? Let's drop that, hit the F1, so we made 20 bales total. And then we have about half of another one in here. Not too shabby, man, not too shabby. We're gonna go over there and hit the rest of this on the other side of the field. And these will be our last silage bales. Bales on bales on bales. The final bale is out. Let's drop that, take a look. 28, so 29 bales. Goodness, 29, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so the rest of the stuff, we need to go ahead and get it situated and ready to go on the other field, which is going to be our hay field. So this is step number 1, and I got a feeling we're gonna be using the little guy over there. Also, I don't remember if it's a 300 or a 500. I've forgotten. 500, yes, of course. How could I forget? So we're gonna grab something that makes hay, but only goes in a straight line. This guy right here. We've got 2 of these. I don't know why we still have 2. We probably need to get rid of one, but hey, it's always nice to have a tool on your farm. So we're gonna take this. This is going to take our lines of grass and turn them into hay and windrow it for us so we can make bales. Even though I don't need it to be windrowed, baler has the windrow. Did any of that make sense? Queued up, ready to go. So step number 1, jump in the Massey right here and moo. And now we go backwards. And now we get to hire them on the worker. I'm gonna do my best to let the worker just kind of do their thing, but I never know how things are gonna go with this. Sometimes they stop here, sometimes they keep going. I never know what's gonna happen. Looks like this time, well, I guess I did a good job on the other end then. Sweet. Tried something new here. Check this out. So over here, what I've done is I've gone a couple passes around these guys right in the middle. I don't actually know if I needed to do that or not, but the good thing is it's done. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I could just switch the sides of the swather and start right back up, even if this is on a different, well, area than I was normally doing. Hopefully this will make things a little bit easier. Usually I have to come through, stop the worker, go in a circle, jump around, and hop on one leg for 20 seconds. This should be easier, right? This should be way easier. This was an interesting spot right here. Actually, if I wanted to keep everything in a nice straight line, which I did, I want to keep it nice and tidy. I had to, crush counter +1. I actually had to mow around and skip a line and then do it again. But you never know. Probably look at this and go, why did he do that? Sounds sneaky. Now that we've been able to hire a worker and they're going to be able to finish the rest of it, at least I assume they are, I am going to go ahead and jump in with this guy. And we are going to get some work done. We're going to bring it about here because I'm probably going to jump right down into there without even changing or picking up on this piece of equipment. So we've done our entire pass around towards the outside, and we will do it the same way. We're basically going to follow along where our mower went. Now, if you're curious about this piece of equipment, this is something that a good friend has sent over to use, and unfortunately it is not available on any third-party sites, ModHub, anything like that. It's just a piece of equipment that I find super duper useful, and it is super awesome. J-Turk, I see you, big dog. So that's why I'm using it. First used this piece of equipment back around, was it Court Farms, I believe was the series we used this on? And it has been absolutely just insane ever since then. I love it, I love it, I love it. It'd be really cool to have something like this on the Mod Hub, but hey, who knows? Now, of course, the worker didn't want to finish the job, so that's gonna be up to us. Drop it down, turn them on, and I think we could probably hit all this. We left a little bit. You know what? Gonna leave it, don't even care. We hit everything down there? Yes, we did. So this mower is done. I'm gonna bring it over here and we'll just kind of park it up. One of the other nice things is, because we have 2 of these now, we also have 2 swathers. But I have to babysit those, because it's a little bit different. Yeah, back it in. Now with this being done, we've got only 2 more things left to do. We need to bale all of this up, and lastly, we need to pick up all the bales and see what we've got. It's so much fun driving across all those. Where did all this traffic come from? This time I'm not going to forget to reset the bale counter, so there we go. It has been reset. Let's unfold, please. Thank you. Turn on our little handy dandy lights there. Lower it down, turn it on, and start baling. Now I did see somebody that was asking a question in a previous video of how I was able to bale up the hay without it wrapping. Well, back in Farming Simulator 17 and maybe 19, I don't actually remember. If you had hay bales and you had seasons turned on, it would also bale the hay and wrap that and turn it into straw. However, that's not how this works in 22. Trust me, I did the same thing for forever. So that's how that works. Hopefully that helped, because it helped me too. And there we go. We are done with baling. We made 11 hay bales, which I don't actually know what that means. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I guess we're gonna find out. Also, I could have taken that way. Why did I go all the way over here? It's bale time, baby! So we've swapped out the baler for bale trailer. Let's watch this. Yeah, man, that was dirty. And we'll go ahead and pick up all these bales as well. There's 1, 2, and we've got, I think, what was it, 20 of these to pick up? 30? Something like that. First set of bales going in. Can I do it? Can we do it? Yeah, we can do it. There it is. Perfect. Bunch of silage bales. Gotta love it. And here's our last one. I do think it's funny that it says square bales. Don't worry, that's it's like custom bale sizes, something like that. I can't remember how it was done, but yeah, it's here we go. All right, spin around. How many hay bales did we end up getting? Is that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hay bales? Not too bad at all. So I'm very interested to see the equality between the hay and silage bales right here, to see, did we do a good job? Did we hit it? Are we back to equilibrium now? Let's double check and see. So 29 hay, 29 silage. Pat self on the back. We also have 53 straw bales, which is just ridiculous. So it does seem like this series is going to continue. I thought that this was going to stop at episode 30 and be done. However, well, as I'm recording this clip, as you can see, things look a little bit different. I've already recorded episode 31. I'm getting ready to record 32. There's just so much left to do, and there's so much more to explore with this map that we're definitely going to be doing. I've already set it up for that. So, yeah, we're going to keep going. So this is not the end. Far from it. So hang out, stay tuned, because there's, I guess, a whole lot more from the Old Street Farm expansion coming soon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.